welcome back to the TRUTHSERUM podcast. I am your co-host PJDRIZZLE, and we have a different face for you guys today. I just want to make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, repost, share to all media platforms, and also check out episodes 69 and 70 are out right now on the podcast YouTube channel. All right. So now I'm gonna give the floor to my guests, and this is gonna be an introduction and 3 things by yourself in general.
Yeah, my name's Allie. I'm 29 years old, and 3 things about me are that I love to read, be outside, anything related to media, whether it's music or movies or even like TV shows. I love horror, old horror especially, but there's some newer ones that have been really interesting lately.
Okay.
And then another fun fact about me is I have a cat with special needs, but he's the sweetest guy in the world and doesn't realize it. So, it's good to have him around because I get very, very bored.
He's like your companion. He's like your best friend in a way.
He is. He's literally my best friend in the world. Like, he's my son.
Got you. Wait, do you want any kids like in the future?
Honestly, I'm not sure because I'm so far out from like having like being in a relationship that it's like not even something that comes to mind. So it's one of those things, like if it happens, great, but like I never really grew up like, oh, I'm gonna be a mom, I have to be a mom, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where like with the right person under the right circumstances potentially, but at the same time, like I said, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna be too broken up about it. I'll just use that childcare money on extra vacations.
Okay. Or you could adopt. Like adoption is also an option.
That's actually something I like have always wanted to do. Having a kid on your own is kind of hard. So again, it's like with the right person. But yeah, I've always been like a fan of adoption, and the way I see it is there's so many kids in the world that are like good kids, like who don't have homes and don't have a family, and like why not give these kids a chance before bringing a new life into this world? And that problem's never going to go anywhere. There's always going to be kids in the system and everything, but there's always an opportunity to do something other than have your own kids, or even if you're fostering or something like that, just giving kids a good home is like really noble and something I've always considered as like a possibility. Because like I don't care if my kid looks like me or not. Like I don't have like an example, like I don't have a lot of ties to like my heritage, like where my ancestors came from. Like it's just not something I care about. I know people care about that stuff like a lot. But I'm not one of those people. So like in that same vein, like I don't need to have biological kids to consider them my kids.
Okay. All right. Wait, so let me ask you, so if you you wouldn't have a problem like adopting like a different race, like okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just as long as we get along,
Wait, say it one more time?
As long as we get along and, we have a good bond, I have with if I were to adopt, if it like really didn't look like me, like a different race or something.
But what about like, let's say like in public and like people are talking behind your back and then like you hear like gossip and like chatter like around?
I'm not someone who's bothered by like people can say whatever they want about me behind my back or to my face, and like I've never been bothered by it ever. It like you can kind of say whatever you want to me, that's your opinion. I'm confident in myself and I don't really need validation from other people just to like have a good day or something like that, or someone's opinion of me isn't going to make me have a bad day.
And what about like let's say like they're talking also like about your child that you adopt?
Yeah, if that's different because that's not me. That's fighting words. Like I don't want to condone violence or anything, but those are fighting words.
Got you. And let me ask you this: are you somebody like you were like self-taught as a fighter, or like you just like learned like on your own? Like no, you learned from somebody else.
I'm not. I'm like the least violent person ever. I'm also like the least intimidating person ever, and I don't really like. I've never really been in like physical altercations like ever. I do have a bad attitude sometimes, and I do. And there's a family member that I have that I am exactly like down to a T.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna name names or say
No, you don't
anything,
gotta do that.
but that's good and bad qualities, not just the temper and everything like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I accidentally adopted some of that, but I also got like some good qualities out of that person. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So wait. So like basically, like just say like a scenario where like you had to defend yourself. Like, would you be able to like handle that?
Um, I I
Or would you have to call for backup?
yeah, probably calling for backup or just yeah, I'm not a fighter in the slightest.
Got you.
I
Got you. It's
got,
okay.
I got punched in second grade once. Like that was like it. And
Hmm.
then
Did you
well,
see the
actually,
punch coming?
what'd you say?
Did you see the punch coming?
No. And then I was this is like at this point it's just like funny to me because I'm like why? Like
Yeah.
why happen? But back in
Did you
November
steal her? Did you steal her milk?
what no, I said on the bus and he
Hmm.
called me and I said, I know you are, but what am I? And they just
That's crazy.
it was
These
the
boys out here in second grade just punching girls. It's crazy.
yeah, wild. He actually I currently live in LA, but I'm originally from the Philadelphia area.
Hmm.
And my dad was saying how some guy at their old house in the suburbs, my dad was saying that this guy who went to my school came out and fixed the pool and he does like pool work and electronic
Is he
like
the same guy that punched you?
yeah, my dad was like, he's great, and he said his name, and I started dying. I was like, that's the guy that punched me in the face in second grade, and he was
That's
like, oh,
crazy. All these years.
that was second grade. He's probably great now, like like it's fine.
Does
But
he know that that's your dad?
yeah, my dad was like talking to him, but yeah, I
Hmm.
told my dad, I was like, you don't remember me getting punched in the face in second grade? Like
Yeah.
that's him. But no, he's like now, and I was like, we didn't really like have much to do with each other, but it's also like I'm not gonna hold it against you for anything you did when you were 7 or 8 years old.
Okay. Was he somebody that like you had a little crush on? Like you liked him?
No,
No.
he was like us as a little kid, and you have like your group that you kind of like sit by, and then like like there's other kids nearby you, and what it was like one of those.
Okay. All right. You did mention earlier for the second or first that you said older horror classics right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So give me like three that you mentioned.
So this one's not horror. I do love everything David Lynch though.
Hmm.
But Fire Walk with Me, it's like I'd say like spooky, but not like horror at all.
Okay.
Um, and that one's the prequel to the show Twin Peaks.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with these aren't like old like they have some years on them, but the first three Hellraiser movies
Hmm.
are some of my favorites. And then any I've been reading a lot of Stephen King recently, like older stuff. But I can't think of any like good movie adaptations I like by him. So I mean, Pet Sematary is great. We'll say Pet Cemetery.
What about it?
I like it a lot.
Got you. You know that they got a show like on HBO Max.
I it.
Welcome Dairy.
Yeah, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen.
It's really good. I just finished it the other day, and yeah, I would say a lot of people are drawing comparisons to Stranger Things with that show.
Yeah,
And
oh yeah, I can see that a little bit.
yeah, I think it's valid. It's a lot of like kids dealing with like I think they both have the same theme of like kids dealing with something supernatural or
Yeah.
paranormal and all the adult and it's retro as well. It's like early 60s whereas Stranger Things obviously in the 80s. But it has that same feel of like these kids are like getting into something and all the adults in town are like shut up, I'm trying to eat my cigarettes. Like I don't know, like it's like
Cause like they're not paying them no mind no attention.
yeah. And it's like it's crazy, but in the realm that Stranger Things goes kind of science fiction, Welcome to Derry is definitely that same energy, but horror.
Got you.
So
Are you
it,
currently watching season 5?
yeah, I'm caught up.
You
I
caught up? Okay.
yeah, I'm not crazy about uh Stranger Things to be honest. It's a little like I don't want to offend anyone, but I don't love anything from Marvel. You know that whole like, oh, he's right behind me, isn't he? Like that kind
Yeah,
of stuff,
yeah.
corny stuff. And I feel like Stranger Things kind of like overdoes like the trying to like be funny and be cute and like, you know, have that like quirky thing going on.
Mhm.
So I'm definitely not like crazy about Stranger Things, but it's also like, all right, I've come this far. I've been watching it for like how long? Like we're on season 5. Like
Yeah.
I have to see it through, you know?
Mhm.
And there are some really good cliffhangers. So then I end up watching another one, another one, another one. It keeps going. So what about you? Are you caught up?
Yeah, me, no, not yet. I need to watch the ones that came during Christmas.
Yeah, they put
Um,
it out. It's like crazy.
yeah, so I have to watch those episodes. Wait, so basically you're somebody that doesn't really like horror stuff that add like quirky and like comedy like with it
Oh
included.
no, I that's not the thing. It's more like I love and I also love comedy in general. So like if
Okay.
it's really funny, I'll like it. But yeah, I hate like my pet peeves, and again, this is gonna piss some people off, but I hate like Marvel. I don't really love superhero movies anymore. I used to, but now it's just kind of like okay, like cool, like but yeah,
Like it
anything.
died down for you.
What'd you say?
It died down for you?
Yeah, it definitely did a little bit. You know, like the cool stuff wore off for me when I turned like, I don't know, 16. Like it's like it's been a while. But yeah, I'm not crazy about it, and then I'm also just not crazy about like the writing in Marvel. That's why I'm not saying like any superhero movie in general. It's like specifically like the writing in Marvel is like trying too hard to be like quirky or something like that.
Okay, all right. And if you had to pick between Stranger Things and Welcome to Derry, um,
Well, very easy.
okay, all right.
I again, like I just love Stephen King in general. So there's been a few like TV adaptations for some of his stories.
Yeah,
And there was one season, the first season of it's called Castle Rock, and it's like it's like a story that was completely written like but it's inspired by the characters and stuff like that that
yeah. I think
Stephen
I
King.
heard of it.
It's good. I like the first season a lot. The second season is like there's one part in the second season where like I don't know, there's a bunch of like monsters, and one of them yells, "Well, or it's freak time, baby," or something like that. And I was just
Yeah.
like, I can't watch this show anymore. That's the in line delivery I've ever heard in my life. Like,
Yeah. Like if it's corny, like yeah, just get me out of it. Like says, let me watch something else.
I have zero tolerance for corny at all. Like, probably less than other people because I'm just so like I don't have time for this. Like, I do have time for it, but I don't. You know, like I'm
So if one episode is corny, you're stop you're watching you're done with the whole show.
I unless I'm like sucked in or if it's like at the very end, I'm
Hmm.
like but if it's like the first few episodes and it starts to get corny, I'm like, gotta go. Like
That's
I
it. Case closed. You're done.
yeah, it's writing corny, like not like something like I like the Final Destination movies. They're fun,
Okay. Definitely, sis.
but they're fun, so that makes up
What do you think
for
of the last one?
I I liked it. I think it was the only one that had like an actual plot to it, like where they're, you know, they kind of figure something out. Like I feel like the rest of them are just like, oh, we have to figure out what's going on and stop it. Like this one actually had like a little bit, it was a little bit more involved.
Mm.
John Waters actually put it as, are you familiar with like the director John Waters? Pink Flamingo.
I think I've heard of him before. I'm not too sure.
I saw a picture, you would know. But he put Final Destination Bloodlines as like one of his like I forget if it was favorite movies of the year, all time favorite movies, and I was like, really, John Waters? Like that one? Like
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Like out of all of them, like the new one, like this is like there's
Yeah.
been like 7 or 6. Like
And they're all so like I love just because they're like ridiculous. But yeah,
got
like
you. Out of
I,
those movies, like which Final Destination will you pick?
I'm sorry.
Out of the Final Destination movies, like which number like will be your favorite?
Uh, I'm tied. I still think I'm gonna go with Fire Walk with Me only because Twin Peaks is like so like I love Twin Peaks so much, and again, I think David Lynch like just put it on. I'm gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like close second would be Hellraiser 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really like trippy as far as like the effects go and the plot and where they end up in the plot and that sort of thing. But yeah, Hellraiser, like I said, it's like my favorite of all time horror franchise.
All right, all right. And let me ask you this, because like you did mention like with the Hellraiser movies that you like the first three, but then like with the other like new versions that came after like the third one, like you just like stopped watching it.
Oh no, I watched all of them and they are that's a perfect tie-in. The last ones are all like or the most recent ones after 3. They're
Hmm.
all corny. But the reason this happened that way was because the studio, I think it was Miramax at the time. I don't know who Miramax like went to. I don't think Miramax is in business anymore.
Hmm.
But they had the rights to Hellraiser, and basically, like, in order to retain those rights, they had to put something out every few years just to keep the rights. So,
Yeah.
um, 4 was really goofy. Like, they sent him to space. I don't know why he needs to go to space. Like, we're getting territory now, you know?
Yeah.
Leprechaun's always just been like ridiculous. Like, you know, they kind of acknowledge that. But yeah, we definitely started going into Leprechaun territory when he went to space.
Hmm.
But yeah, started pumping out these movies just to maintain the rights.
Wait, they
Um,
did a Hellraiser and Leprechaun crossover?
no, I'm just saying, like, it's like getting into that territory.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so in order to like maintain the rights and hold the rights to that franchise, they needed to put something out every few years. They were all super low budget.
Hmm.
And I think in general the movies did really well when they did have a theatrical release, but they would find they didn't have original scripts. Like what they would do is like they would kind of go into like their I guess film companies have like a backlog of scripts that they bought but
Yeah.
haven't, and so they went into these like backlog of scripts and they'd find one and be like, all right, we could put Hellraiser and his friends in this one, or we could put Pinhead and his friends in this one. Like, let's make it a Hellraiser movie. Cool.
Yeah.
So there's like a few, like, I think there's at least 1 or 2 of the bad ones that are like gritty detective movies. And then he pops in at like the last 10 minutes and goes on a whole speech about flesh experiences and whatever he talks about, like, you
Hmm.
know. But it's a completely like different script that was meant for something completely different, and they just write in Pinhead and different Cenobites and Hellraiser themes, but otherwise it's completely just made just to maintain the rights.
Hmm.
But the original author Clive Barker actually got the rights back recently, which is good because they made like a Hulu adaptation of Hellraiser, and it was
This
okay.
year?
What'd you say?
This year?
No, this was why do I want to say 2021?
Hmm.
Like somewhere around there. But yeah, Pinhead was a female, and I was like, I don't like this. Give me the original guy back. Like I want the guy that was Pinhead for all the other ones. Like
Hmm.
give me that one.
Wait, so you don't like when they try to do like female empowerment?
Mm,
Like when they change
so
it, so like it
how do
could be like more female characters, like for more female villains
I
in the show.
it doesn't come across as like me being a self-hating female, but it's like I I didn't like the Ghostbusters gender bend thing. Like
Hmm.
I just wasn't crazy about it, and it's also like I'm kind of like a purist when it comes to like Hellraiser and stuff like that. So like when they switched it over to a female lead, I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, but I mean,
Like
I'm
seriously.
for, you know, females being casted in roles that are traditionally saved for men, like, you know, like an example I can give is, let's say like there's like a gritty detective movie and the female is like the lead, like, you know, you see a lot of like male detectives in these like grittier types of like, you know, just more raw with like as far as the characters are written to be like alcoholics or like drug addicts or stuff, but they're like a really good detective at the same time. Like, hell yeah, put a female in that role. Like it's different, it's cool. Just
Hmm.
don't mess with things I know. Don't mess with Ghostbusters. Don't mess with Hellraiser. Just leave things I like the way I like them.
Yeah, because if it was like mainly supposed to be a male like actor to play that that character, like let it be male. Like, don't
Definitely.
change it later on for a new version and let it be a female because like that then you're just messing up the whole like story.
I
I feel like.
thing. And there's also like subtle things that I feel like a female Hellraiser just didn't have that scare effect that
Mhm.
male Hellraiser does. And again, I'm playing into gender stereotypes that like aren't
No, you're
super,
good.
but just as a viewer, that's just how I feel.
Yeah, like that's it. You have your own opinion. Like,
Yeah,
and nothing wrong with that. Like, seriously.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
But
hate
look,
women or that. I don't hate women or anything like that. I just
no, nobody said any of that.
are, and I definitely support women getting like more male centric roles. And yeah,
Okay, all right. So now, we're about to go to the current events, and
yes,
the way that we do these current events, we start off with like movie mentions. All right. So I'm gonna give you like three movies that are new and are out this weekend. We have Marty Supreme.
okay.
We have Anaconda and Song Sung Blue. So, out of these three movies that I mentioned, what would interest you to go see and watch it?
Honestly, I wasn't. I read the plot, like I read like the synopsis for
Okay.
Marty's. I was like, how am I
Okay.
supposed to get into a movie about ping pong? Like that's just not. But every trailer I see, it looks like super exciting, almost electrifying. Like it
Yeah.
just seems.
But the suspense is really like getting
Yeah.
to you.
And so I think I'm definitely gonna see Marty Supreme.
Okay.
And Timothy Chalamet is like, he's like basically a meme at this point,
Hmm.
but he is pretty.
Especially the Saturday Night Live
Oh,
skit that he did with Pete Davidson.
okay, so one of my best friends in the world, her name's Amy, and we lived together for a while too. Like it was
Yeah.
like we had an apartment together, like at like well after college,
Hmm.
and she is obsessed with Timothy Chalamet. She had a cardboard cutout of him.
Yeah.
We would like watch like all of his videos and like clips together, but
Yeah.
she was so obsessed with that one like ski ski,
Skirt, ski, ski, skirt.
and it was like so funny.
Yeah.
Normally has, and sorry Amy, shout out to Amy, but sorry Amy,
Hmm.
she's the worst taste. Like she'll like, I don't even want to tell you some of the actors and stuff that she's thought were really attractive because I don't want to embarrass her like that, but on a public platform, let alone.
No.
But yeah, I always make fun of her taste in men. But I was like, all right, Timothy Chalamet, like that's valid. Like you can have him. I
Mm.
think she had a pillow with his face on it too.
I'm sorry. What?
She had a pillow with his face on it. It was like insane how much she
Like
looked
that's too extra. Like that's going like
so
way
much.
beyond. Like.
It's still her though. Like when they came in the mail, I was just like, that's Amy. Like
Mhm. And
yeah.
what about the other two that I mentioned, Anaconda and Song Sung Blue?
Anaconda seems like it seems like a fun, corny watch.
Hmm.
I like stuff, but kind of like more so from the comfort of my own home. Like I wouldn't buy a movie ticket for it.
Hmm. So
Song,
basically, like you stream it.
yeah, exactly. Like I would put it on. I would do some work from home like pretty often, so I'll put it on when I'm working. Like that's the kind of thing I would put on, so I can like tap in, pay attention a little bit, and then just tap out as needed to do my work.
Where we left off was the movie mentions portion of current events, and I was asking Allie about the new Anaconda movie, and would you like would that interest you to go see it out in theaters?
I wouldn't see it in theaters, but I mean, if I was working from home and I like having background noise on, so if I was working from home and I need background noise, I'd probably throw it on. Like, it looks goofy, like action movie, like something that I can definitely like tap in and out of without missing too much plot or really worrying about missing too much plot there.
Got you, got you. And I don't know if I asked you this. You say you work from home, so like, what do you do for work again?
I can't really go into too much detail, but I work for a private investigator.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Got you. PI. Confidential.
I
Like,
do like well, but the work from home stuff is nice on days that like, I don't have to go into another county.
got you. Like, you get to stay like in your comfort zone, in your own like space.
Exactly. I do like going in person though, just because it's like every day is different. I'm never gonna do the same thing twice. And then also it's just like getting out of my room, getting out of my apartment in general is just like so nice. Like we have like conference rooms like on the first floor that for all the residents to use and stuff like that. But I always just end up working in my room constantly and it gets a little boring. So I definitely every time I have an opportunity to go in person or take like an in person assignment, I'll do that.
Got you. And let me ask you this: like, while you're working, like, cause you say you also have roommates, like, do they like make noise or like distract you like in any way?
The only honestly, I'm pretty good at like tuning things out. And they're pretty chill, they're pretty quiet, like but the only thing that distracts me is myself. Like the worst part about working from home is you'll be like sitting there and then you're like, "Oh, I'm hungry. I want to make food." Oh, well, then I
Yeah.
need on while I eat food, and then it's like, "Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Let me go pick up that area. Let me clean up that area." And then there's
hmm
like something else, and then my cat wants to be involved and it's a whole thing. Like so I it's 100% me and my cat, never the
Got you.
roommate.
Got you. So, like, do you feel like you like the whole like working from home, or you feel like you would like want to like go into work like more often?
I enjoy working from home for the fact that like I can save money on transportation. I can wear what I kind of just roll out of bed and put on like turn on my computer.
hmm
But it gets me. However, I definitely don't like miss getting up super early, getting dressed, doing my makeup, doing my hair, and then like going to an office forever away. And like I save all that time being from home, but it definitely does get a little lonely. I'll say that.
Yeah, because they said that like going out and like going like have like basically like outside like has like all the vitamin D that you need. Like
Yeah,
once you move around, like it's good for your body. It's good for your health as well.
it is, and like it's been it was kind of nice for a little bit because I have a back injury. But so I didn't have to like, worry about standing or like even having to like lift stuff up that often. But like,
Mm.
healing and it's been really helpful. I actually got better like a lot quicker than I was supposed to.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, just being outside in general because like sometimes I'll like be, in the middle of something. I look outside and it's already getting dark and I'm like, "Oh man, like it was a nice day today. Like the weather forecast was good. I could have like walked to the grocery store at some point." Like,
Yeah.
I just look up and I'm like, "Damn, like the day's gone." Like
Hmm.
but and even like in a commute, like whether it's like car or bus or whatever, like you still get that sunlight through the window and everything like that. Whereas like in my room, I'm just like, okay, I didn't leave my room once today. I have a bathroom in my room as well. So I just sat there. Like
Okay. And then like, do you feel like the sunlight that you get from like the window that's enough for you?
no, honestly, no. I mean like it's fine. Like I have my light on right now just in case it starts to get dark. But yeah, I feel like I could always use more.
Okay. All right. And
I'm
then let
big
me. Oh, sorry. You were saying?
I was saying, I'm big on being outside in general, like especially when it's warmer out. Like I'm in the pool at my apartment complex like 24/7, and then when I'm like not working, of course, and then like now I've been in like the hot tub 24/7 just because like at night when it's freezing, like bring my book, it's chill, I love it. Like, but yeah, I'm like huge on being outside in general.
Got you. How's the weather over there? Like, cause you said that it's freezing at night. So, like, what is the weather like during the day?
Okay, so this is the hardest thing I had to adapt to coming from Philly to LA
hmm
because like you'll see like people who are from LA like whether it's in movies or shows or whatever like they're wearing like long sleeves and jeans and stuff like that. And
hmm
then I would say we don't get a lot of rain. I mean like you might have seen on the radio that we got like flooding recently. That it was normal rain. It was East Coast rain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but the flooding comes from the fact that we don't have any drainage in the city because they're not used to like constant rain like we are back like in. You're from Jersey, I'm from Philly. Like
Yeah.
we're but
It'd be pouring over here.
is it really?
Yeah. No, not recently, because like with the
Oh,
whole like snow and then like the winter is still into effect.
it gets bad over there. Like, and then the roads are messed up. Like, people out here think it's cool to have like an all-wheel drive car. I'm like, I used to sell cars. Like, all we sold was all-wheel drive. Like, we didn't sell front-wheel drive like ever. But yeah, so it's the sun is entirely dependent on what the temperature's like. So if it's like, let's say it's like 60 and sunny, then that's like a warm day. That's like, all right, I'll go to the grocery store and what I'm wearing now, like t-shirt and shorts. And do
Mm-hmm.
I look pretty doing it? Yes. Everyone else is in like pants and like hoodies and stuff like that. Like I'm just like, I'm not used to this being cold for me. And I've been out here for 2 years, 2.5 years. But at night, if it's like 50 at night, it feels closer to like 40 back home because the sun's completely gone.
Mm-hmm.
So that was definitely a big shock for me. It's not that big of a deal during summer. Like it's still gonna be like hot from the day. You know, you have the pavement kind of like still holding on to the heat and like releasing it, that sort of thing. We're in a city, like, you know. But like in winter, I would say like I'm not leaving the house without like thick pants and like a hoodie. Like I look ridiculous, but yeah, it was like it's crazy to adapt to because like if it's warm during the day back home, you can kind of predict how it's gonna feel at night. But
Mm-hmm.
like here, bring a change of clothes. Like if you know you're gonna be out all day and like, or if you're going to like, I don't know, like I've been to there's a bunch of like really nice beaches in Orange County. I'm not crazy about the beaches in LA, but if I'm going to Orange County for the day, like I'm throwing like sweatpants and a hoodie like in the back of my car just because like or my friend's car just because I know it's like not gonna be fun.
Wait, you gonna wear that to the beach?
No, like I mean if we stay after dark, like yeah. But during the day it's like warm, good beach day, cool. I'm in a t-shirt and shorts or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I always have to bring like sweatpants and a sweatshirt to like throw over stuff because it just
Mm-hmm.
gets so
Okay, yeah, because like I feel like during the day like t-shirt and shorts is good, and then like at nighttime if you want to throw on some sweats like and then like just like go for a stroll like in the sand like in the nighttime like that's a good outfit
yeah.
for the beach.
It's just so hard to get. It was so hard for me to get used to that though because like again like back home it's like we have like humidity and everything. LA is just they built a city in the middle of the desert and like that's just what LA is. So we do have those like desert conditions of like hot during the day, cold at night,
Mhm.
and it's just hard to get used to.
Okay, I feel you. I feel you. Let me. Okay, so now, and let me ask you about the last movie, that's in the movie mentions list. Song Sung Blue.
No, won't even watch it on streaming. Won't even watch it sleeping. Not gonna.
Because I know you mentioned that you're not really like a big like musical or like music movie fanatic.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like I'm not like I don't get me wrong. Like I saw Wicked on Broadway when I was younger, and I'm not
Hmm.
saying oh I like it's for little kids. Obviously, it's not, and everyone has their own preferences. But it's just one of those things that I grew out of. The only movie that I like that has that musical aspect to it is gonna be like Sweeney Todd. Like that's
Hmm.
like it. It's like it's like horror almost. Like I guess you would call it horror. Like it's like in that vein of like Tim Burton like spooky stuff. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of singing in that movie, and I don't mind that movie.
Did you
But
did you see the Johnny Depp version?
yeah,
Hmm.
and I like Sweeney Todd because it's a cool plot without the singing, and then like with the singing, I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like the setting is cool, like like old school, like England, whatever. And yeah, it's I think it's England. I forgot it honestly, but yeah, that's the only one. That's my exception. But like, yeah, I'm not watching Wicked. I don't even think. I mean, I've seen commercials for like Song Sung Blue, but I think it's like a lot of like ballads. I don't know if it's country, maybe. I don't even like
Mhm.
country like that. Like it's not happening. Like
Okay, all right. Because like, um, with the whole like Sweeney Todd like musical or with the singing in that movie, like I can't even remember the last time that I watched that movie. Like it was like bits and pieces that I watched, and like I know that he's a barber.
yeah, he's the barber of something street. It's been forever since I watched it.
Yeah.
At least like 2 3 years, and I'm not like again, I'm not crazy about singing in movies, but I do like that movie. But I don't remember like a ton of the details. But yeah, he's like a barber that kills people. He's like a trap door in his house, and
Hmm.
I don't know why he does it. I know there's obviously like a reason that he does it. He's not just like blah. Like I forget
Yeah,
if it's like,
it's kind of weird a little bit. Like it's confusing in a way. Like you can't really understand the movie.
I know it's like, and then the singing throws me off because I'm like, all right, this is time for me to play on my phone. like like don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch the movie, but like
Hmm.
I'm gonna play on my phone during the singing parts. This is just how it works. Like
Yeah.
but yeah, so there's like a lot of singing and a lot of slicing people's necks when he's like giving them like a shave.
Hmm.
And yeah, pretty much covers it.
Yeah, it's like basically like you can't really like go into detail about the movie because like it's just so confusing.
Exactly. Like and it's funny because like I've seen like way more confusing movies, but like the fact that there's singing involved and I'm not, and the singing adds to the plot, but I'm
Hmm.
not in like, so I'm missing everything.
Yeah, and like I'm
It,
not gonna lie to you, like the songs like in these musicals, they really be getting to me like in a way like that you had to like that you could like sing along with them. Like
yeah, and it's like I think that's kind of the point of especially like something like Wicked or Sweeney Todd or like I always think of Lion King first.
Lion King, yeah,
My cousin directed Lion King on Broadway for a little bit, so that one like
okay,
always. But like the songs are like so catchy, they get like stuck in your head and stuff like that. Like it's like I swear they do it on purpose. Like it's funny though.
yeah. I something that I did like when I was like young, I did chorus and
I,
we did Lion King. Like we did
that's
some of the songs from Lion King.
I love that. It's
Yeah,
like, and that's like Disney movies too. All those songs are so catchy. Like I'm definitely not a Disney adult in any sense of the word. Like the way I see it with like Disney, Harry Potter, stuff like that, it's like I enjoyed it when I was like age appropriate to enjoy it, and
yeah,
like I was like when I was little I loved it. I think my favorite was Ariel, but I like as an adult I'm like I have different interests, you know. I'm not like chasing that childhood nostalgia because like it's not gonna come back the same way it did for me as a kid.
yeah,
um you know, I would say no hate to Disney adults, but like it hits a point. But yeah, like I can still, even though like I haven't watched a Disney movie in like years and years and years and years, I can still remember like all the songs from the Disney princess movie when I was little.
okay, all right. How did you feel about the new version of the Little Mermaid and like them casting Halle Bailey as the new Ariel?
I honestly I didn't mind it at all. Like it was like I had I had this one coworker. I'm not gonna name her name. She is an influencer and does have like a huge following, like
Hmm.
major. I'm not gonna name her though because I'm not that petty. But she's like ultra conservative, and she was freaking out one day, like on like in front of customers, and she's like, Ariel isn't supposed to look like that, like blah blah blah. And it's like Ariel is a fucking Dutch person, a Dutch girl. It's a Danish story. I think it's Danish, but it's like Ariel is written to be a Dutch girl living in the ocean. None of
Yeah.
these things. This doesn't make sense
Hmm.
in general. You know, like, but I think it's so stupid for people to be upset about it. I'm kind of just like, again, like, I'm not a Disney adult, and I'm like that. I think it's cool that they did that way though, and she looked great in the part. I've seen clips of it, but I think it's cool that like little girls of different races and colors and everything can see themselves represented at, especially in an age where seeing that kind of representation is really going to resonate different.
Yeah, because I think what Hollywood was trying to do, like they're trying to do like something different. They're trying to like be more broad and
Yeah.
be like in tune with the diversity as well.
Yeah, and it's like I remember I also saw people freaking out about like just like online like Twitter discourse, sorry,
Mhm.
X, like Twitter discourse about the girl they cast as Snow White being Latina, and it's like
Yeah.
who fuck about any of this shit? Like why are you mad about this? Like again, I'm not watching Disney movies, but like I think the benefits of that and the benefits of like little kids seeing representation for themselves and like
Mhm.
it totally outweighs like why are you so mad that like this like they're not white? Like how does this affect your life
No,
enough to
but I don't think it was about like her being like a teen. I know. I think it was like a small part about her being Latina, and also like she made comments
Oh, she was
about the whole like war between Pakistan and Israel.
yeah, and she was like very like I heard that she was also like a total like not gonna say bitch, but like a total
You
diva
could say
on
it. You could say it if
yeah.
you like no filter on this podcast.
I know I feel bad saying it about like I think we talked about this before like when it's like I don't think we were filming when we talked about it, but it's like it's one thing to be like hey bitch what's good and then a different thing to you're a bitch like that's so I'm not gonna say that about another woman, but like yeah it's definitely like I think the problem like the Latina problem was like kind of downscaled by like the comments she was making and using her platform as being Snow White to like
Yeah.
recognizable character to everyone in the world, using that platform to like have like political things to say.
Yeah, because look, I saw the movie. Like the movie was good. It wasn't too bad. Like I liked it. Like so I think people like still went to go see it with their kids. Like I don't think nobody went to go see it. Like I think it was like
Yeah,
still like a good amount of number of people that went to go see it with their kids.
yeah, I saw like I noticed there were a fair amount of tweets. Like I'm not on like political Twitter, but like I'll see like screenshots and they'll be like people are fucking dumb, like that sort of thing. But
Hmm.
I did see some like screenshots from conservative people like oh like she made comments about Israel and Palestine like I am never taking my kids to see this movie. It's like okay well the movie doesn't talk about Israel and Palestine so
Yeah, it
like
doesn't. Like it's way
except
different.
don't take that experience away from your kids. Like Snow White was
Mhm.
like another favorite of mine as a kid, you know.
Yeah, like seriously. All right, so now we're gonna get into the portion of the current events that I found in social media. So the first one is that it's about Nicki Minaj, and she joins Erica Kirk,
Yeah,
related to Charlie Kirk. I don't know, and I think that's the wife or the sister of Charlie Kirk. I'm not too sure. Wait, say again.
it's his wife.
That's his wife. Okay, and then so yeah, Nicki Minaj joins Erica Kirk for a Q&A session at America Fest event that Erica Kirk was participating in. And Nicki Minaj states that she has the utmost respect and admiration for our current president, Donald Trump, and even twirls her hair a little bit
Yeah,
and says he's from Queens, New York, just like her.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it. But you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly. Having to constantly be lied on. it's not really that funny. Until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And it's just not fair. We won't be silenced ever again. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world. Amen. Dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman.
And basically, in a way, like, you could say that Nicki Minaj was simping over Donald Trump, in a way. So basically, to ask you some questions about that current event. I know. I'm not too sure. Who? Is it okay for me asking, like, who'd you vote for?
Yeah, absolutely. I did not vote this year or this last election cycle. Wasn't crazy about either candidate, and there's a huge problem with voting that gets worse and worse every year, or every election cycle. And as it, like, every election cycle, we grow further and further apart between the parties, and we lose sight of, like, you know, interests that we do share instead of interests that we don't share. So with that comes anti-voting, people saying, like, oh, I don't like Trump, so I'm going to vote for Kamala, but I don't even like Kamala that much. She's just better than Trump. And that really contributes to the problem. Obviously, I'm fully aware, like, my vote does not matter. Like, I live in Los Angeles right now. And, like, Los Angeles is never going to vote anyway but blue. However, when I lived in Pennsylvania, I did live in a key, like, in the house I grew up in. I lived in a key district that actually, like, voting in that district made a difference in the nationwide election. Pennsylvania is like a purple state, as in you can't fully predict whether it's going to be a red state or a blue state like you can with states like Florida. Florida's pretty much always going to go Republican, I think, off the top of my head. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been in college. But yeah, it's like California's going to be blue, New York is going to be blue, and then, like, certain, like, southern states, like, are going to always be red. So I did live in a key district at one point that, like, it was actually the last, I think my district was one of the last that was counted for Pennsylvania, like, when the vote was super tight between Trump and Biden in 2020. Like, I was, like, following that, like, on it like a hawk. Like, but where I would vote now, if I were to use my parents' address, that's a very, very red district. If I were to vote blue that year, it wouldn't even matter because, like, that district is always going to be a Republican district. So yeah, this year I didn't vote. I abstained. I'm an independent, so I really look at the person and the issues and how they are going to best represent what I find important, to whether it affects me or not. Like, know what's important and what isn't to me. But yeah, this year I was just like, I don't even have a party line to vote with, so it, like, didn't make sense for me to vote.
Got you. Because, like, with me, like, I'm not somebody that's, like, big on, like, political, like, parties and, like, into, like, the whole, like, politics. Like, it's not like I'm somebody that doesn't care. I do, like, but, like, not in a big way. Like, I have to, like, just focus on the politics, like, just by itself. Like, I also think about, like, other stuff. So I'm a Democratic Party, so like basically like how I do it, like with the whole process, like I just go like with the like what my family votes for. Like
Absolutely.
and I just like do that. I don't know that if that's me being in the wrong like side or like in the wrong routine way.
No, my situation's very unique, and I don't judge people for like I don't know every single issue that this person has, and like I don't like if you know you're a Democrat, then you already know that like your interests are going to be best represented by that candidate.
Yeah.
What I'm talking much only applies to like myself. My parents are independent too. I honestly don't know if there's ever even voted. But yeah, it's like so we're kind of like feel out the energy people, and like I mentioned, I went to school for political science, and like I never really like anytime any discussion in class turned into like a partisan policy or partisan politics like discussion, like again, I'm playing on my phone. Like I'm on my phone. I'm not paying attention. I really like the research side of it the best.
Hmm.
So yeah, have a party line and you vote with it, and like that's all that really matters. If that's because they're representing your interests, and like obviously
Yeah.
like you're not the can like each party isn't going to nominate a candidate that isn't going to that they don't feel is going to be successful or at least like likable or relatable to their base. So yeah, I mean like I said, like if you are with a party, like you're registered with a party, or you identify yourself as a member of a party, like just vote on party lines. Who cares? Like yeah.
Like, seriously, like whatever happens, like it happens. Like if it's gonna turn out good, then it turned out good. If it turns out bad, then it turns out bad.
Yeah,
Like
and
it's just based on like the president's decisions.
exactly. And it's like I like go out and vote. And I'm very cynical when I say my vote doesn't matter. And I say that only in the context of like the areas I've lived in, minus that one district, like where I grew up. Like it we already know how it's gonna go. Like it's my one vote isn't gonna change anything in a district that's pretty much like decided for the last 20 years and the next 20 years. Like it just
Hmm.
doesn't matter.
Got you, got you. So being that Donald Trump won like this election against Kamala Harris, how do you feel about like recently like about his like actions, his decisions, and everything that he's like made for this country?
Honestly, like this is gonna sound really terrible, but dude could cure cancer and it wouldn't like he still wouldn't have like public approval because he just goes up and like freestyles for like 40 minutes every time he does a speech, and he
Hmm.
says or he says something like super insensitive, and or he like puts his foot in his mouth, and like I honestly I think that a lot of Americans don't like he can again he could cure cancer, but like if you're gonna be an asshole and make yourself look like an asshole and talk about certain groups of people as if they're less than other, and that's just like the Democratic Party in whole. He gets up there and talks shit on his literal constituents. Like it's like like stop. Like this is why we have polarization in this country. This is why people don't like him. Like or making like really insensitive comments. Like I don't know. It's I always think about when he made fun of the disabled reporter. Like
Hmm.
I think about that, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I didn't hear
Like,
about that.
oh, I think this was during his first election cycle in 2016. There was like a reporter that was like clearly like very obviously disabled. Like the you ever see Scary Movie? Like
Yeah.
the Scary Movie where he's like, grab my strong hand. Like you know
Uh,
what I'm talking.
the butler.
But yeah. The guy had a strong hand. Like he was like doing this or something like that, but I'm pretty sure he had a strong hand.
Hmm.
And like comes up on stage like making fun of him, like ooh, like doing something like that, and they had to tell him like that. I think after he got off stage, they told him like that guy's disabled. Like you just made fun of a disabled guy. Like so I always think of
He didn't
that.
know.
Exactly. Like how did you not know? Like and I think
He's
about
literally standing right next to you. Like,
yeah, like, and then he was like on stage mocking this guy in front of, I think the thing was televised too. So it's like, let's just say in front of the whole country, like
yeah.
just mock and for being disabled. And then I think about like all the like locker room talk or like the insensitive comments he's made about like minorities and like everything. And I'm like, you like, again, you could be doing great things, but like you're still a fucking dick. You make yourself look like a dick. Like, and I just like, I can't support someone that makes themselves look like an asshole, even if they're doing good work.
Yeah, it's crazy because like he could say anything that he wants, and like he's rich. He could get away with it.
It is. I will say this controversial take here, but this is a big hear me out. I will say his speeches are hilarious. Like, obviously, no prep involved, no nothing. He just goes there and freestyles. Like I said, he like freestyles for like 40 minutes, and he says like super dumb shit, and it's like watching someone like. It's funny in a way that like you're making fun of him. You're not laughing with him, you're laughing at him, and it's hilarious. But that, like I said, it's a big hear me out, but let me explain what I mean when I say I love it when he does a speech. He talks about nothing.
And you know what's crazy? I made this comment on my last episode, I believe. No, my last 2 episodes. That basically it was one of the current events, and he had made this comment on in his recent speeches or recent like campaigns.
Yeah.
Basically, he said that like the let me see. He basically said that most population of this country that are black love him.
Yeah, he always says that, and it's like, I don't think that's true. I don't. You know who would probably love him? You know, Uncle Ruckus from
Boondocks?
Yeah. I'm sure
Definitely.
would love Donald
That
Trump.
character
Like,
love white people like a lot.
yes. And then the Dave Chappelle with the blind guy, and he doesn't know he's black. Leader of the KKK probably loves Trump. Like, it's like those two.
Yeah,
I
I still remember that skit, like when he came up, like, and I think it was a church or like a meeting, and like they all saw that he was black, but then like him being blind, like he just thought that
because wasn't the backstory like he was adopted by. He's always been blind, but he was adopted by like a super racist white family, and they just told him he was white.
Yeah.
And then I love the one I saw it recently, like on Instagram Reels, and the one where he's being interviewed by like a news guy on his porch in his house, and then he goes like he's talking, and then the guy who's interviewing him is like, "So like, what don't you like about black people?" He's like, "How much time you got?" And then, like, them like walking on like a bridge on like a nature walk, and he's still going off about everything. Like the funniest like cutscene. They don't make shows like Chappelle's Show anymore. Like,
seriously. I feel like they gave up. Like they're just like throwing like random like shows now. Like,
yeah,
I mean, some of them are still good. Some of these new shows are still good, but like it's just not the same.
exactly. Like, I love. Okay, the only recent like sketch comedy show I can think of, or like skit based comedy show I can think of that like in recent years that I love. I fucking love, like, I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson on Netflix.
I haven't seen it.
You have to watch it. It's honest to God, like, you've definitely seen clips of it probably, and I'll definitely send you some after this, like, just so you know what I'm talking about, but it's on Netflix, just like the most ridiculous shit you've ever seen in your life. That's funny, but I think the closest, most recent example of something even like remotely close to Dave Chappelle, like in Chappelle Show, is gonna be like Key and Peele, but that ended like years ago. Like they hit social issues, they hit random funny bullshit stuff, they hit political stuff, like they hit all the same boxes that Chappelle Show is hitting, and like and they're both so funny that like
did you see like when they did that skit based upon the LMAO group music group?
Or like the Obama anger translator, like is there's one. This one's so random and specific. There's one where like this guy's in a job interview and he has a and the guy interviewing him has like a jar of marbles on his desk, and
Yeah,
then
yeah. And then like he gets so addicted like to the marbles that he puts like them in his mouth and then he chokes on them.
the whole interview he's like asking questions about the marbles.
It's like he does not care about the interview at all, and he just cares about those marbles. Like
The other one that I love is the African warlords, and they're wearing like children's like Ninja Turtle shirts, like the shirts that they make for like the Super Bowl loser, like they get sent over like to like aid and stuff. Like they're wearing like children's Ninja Turtle shirts and talking about like war strategy.
yeah.
Like that was so. I think that's like I'm 29. I'm a like just turned 29, but like I saw Chappelle's Show and I watched it, but I was watching reruns of it when it would be on like after school. But Key and Peele is like I think the closest thing that our generation will ever have, or even in the future. Like no one is ever gonna have anything close to Chappelle's Show besides Key and Peele.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Like with the Obama angry translator, another skit that went viral was the Obama like handshake and like how he handshakes like different races.
Yeah, stop! Like, and then, hi, how are you today? Like,
And then like he just gives like a bunch of black people like a group hug.
yeah, and then like with the white people, he's like, "How are you doing today?" Oh, wonderful! I'm so glad. Or and then the next person, like,
Seriously.
so,
And then like with the baby, like seriously.
oh my god, yeah. I was just thinking, I was like, I'm forgetting something from this skit, like so bad. Like, what was it? And it's the baby. Like,
I forgot what he does with the baby. Like, does he like give the baby a handshake too?
I can't remember if he kissed the baby or if he like dapped it up or like
Yeah, I
what.
think he gave it a handshake.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, was it a white baby? Because I
Yeah,
think if he shakes its hand, like,
yeah.
yeah. And that show's just funny, but I swear it's like I don't remember how old I was when it came out. Probably like middle school, early high school when it first probably middle school when it first came out. I don't even know, maybe early high school, but I wasn't even like clocking these references the way that I can now, like that I'm like more educated and stuff and like whatever, but yeah, it was still hilarious. Like I don't get the reference as a younger like as a kid, but like
Yeah.
as a it's just as funny like today, and like now I understand the references, but I'm still laughing at it without the references.
Yeah, because like it's funny regardless.
And then I also love like I love how Jordan Peele like did a complete like 180 and pivoted into like the horror world. Like his movies are crazy. Like they're so crazy good, well written, like just like out there plots that you're not seeing, and then like mixing in social issues that most horror movies don't like. And it's he also has a podcast. Well, it was like I think it was listed as a podcast. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's like a 6-part story that's delivered as a podcast that he helped like write or produce or something like that. Like so he's like really into the horror world, but his horror is like his genre of horror is like super unique to everything else that everyone's doing.
Yeah, and then he leaves like the audience like basically in a cliffhanger. Like
Yeah.
Especially with let me see, which one was it? Nope.
Yeah.
Like
I
we don't
actually
know if he died at the end or if he's alive.
Nope is the one with the alien and Kiki Palmer, right?
Yeah.
And I loved that interpretation of like alien life with like the spaceship being like so out there, like being so used to like alien movies, everything looks a certain way, but like the way that his like alien life looked, it was like very like organic and like hidden in plain sight and kind of like flow, like had some like flow and like organic like movement to it and features, and like it was just like it was so creative, and it was like again like you said, it was left on like such a cliffhanger that like it's so well written, so creative, and it's also like even down to wasn't their job they were running their dad's horse ring. The
Yeah,
horse
horse rinse.
Yeah, and the horses were specifically trained to be in movies. They weren't like racing horses, like only horses like meant to be used in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like that's such a niche thing that like I don't know, I'm not in the industry. I have family in the industry, but I'm nowhere near that. I wouldn't have even ever thought that that's like a thing that exists. Like horses that you can rent out for movies. Like, you know, so it's like even down to like the little details of what the family does for work, like yeah, cool, love it. Like that's so creative.
Yeah. And you know, like the title of the movie is an acronym. Like I think it's Not of Planet Earth.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not on planet Earth. I like that. See,
Mm-hmm.
even little details, like that's crazy.
Yeah, like seriously. Did you see all of them that he made? Even like him?
Okay, I haven't watched him yet, but I have it on my list on I think it's on Peacock now. I have it on my list and I forget I forget if we talked about this, but have you seen it?
Him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I need your honest opinion because like I think crossing over sports with horror is like it hasn't been done like that. So I had really high expectations for that, and then I also love Julia Fox. Julia Fox is in the movie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I forget what Wayans brother, but like one of the Wayans brothers are in it. Like,
Marlon Wayans.
okay, yeah, and I had like such high hopes for it, and everyone I talked to about it was like, yeah, it wasn't good, like sucked, and I'm like, is it? And I don't because I haven't seen it yet. I'm like, does it actually suck, or did we all set the bar way too high and it didn't meet our expectations, and that's why everyone's saying it sucks.
Because like I think that mostly because it wasn't like it's not like Jordan Peele's like own movie. Like he only produced it. So like that's why I think it came out like bad to some people.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like I know he wrote the other three, right? Like Get
Mm-hmm.
Out. Yeah, so
Get Out, Nope, Us.
because and I knew he was involved in the movie, but I was like, I don't think he wrote it. So I was like, that's kind of different than like so you can't really be like, oh, Jordan Peele sucks. Like this
Yeah.
movie not the writer on it because like we've seen the movies that he's written and like they rock. Like
Yeah.
so
Because like if he wrote this one, I think that it would have like came out like a little bit like better. Like but like it was only like halfly like completed in a way.
okay, so you feel like it just seemed like unfinished, like
I
just
liked it because like I don't really have like a criticism like towards movie. I like everything. Like seriously, like to be honest, I really like everything.
I
Like
would such a cynic and I'm such a little like cinephile. Like I
mhm.
get so shit sometimes. Like
Yeah, no, I feel you. Like that's cool. Like seriously, like I think that it's normal. Like seriously, because like we see pets like as our best friend or like companion.
oh yeah, that's my son. Like I had like that messy breakup I was talking about with like the guy that like broke my door and like all that shit. Like um
Wait, I didn't hear about breaking no doors.
oh I didn't tell you he broke my door?
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, outside my bedroom in my common area and he like was literally trying to break down my door.
hmm
And a picture of it because I like took one like that day just so it has like the timestamp on it and everything. But he like completely destroyed my door frame. Like I was like locked in my like literally locked myself in my bathroom in my
Yeah,
room because I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do if he gets in here. Like,
yeah.
um,
Wait, let me
but
ask you this. You said that you're a big like horror fan. Like, have you heard of this director called M Night Shyamalan?
yeah, he's more actually. It's funny. He's from Philly, and my grandma she has dementia now, and she hasn't like worked there for a while. My grandma used to work for the Philadelphia Film Office, so
hmm
like anything that was filmed in Philly, she was like involved with. And all of his movies are filmed in Philly. So, or even like even down to like the sound stages, like he just likes to do everything in Philly. And so she like my grandma knew M Night Shyamalan really well, but he did a thing is you're watching a movie, you think you know how it's gonna end, and then there's just like a twist that's like crazy.
Yeah, I feel like him and Jordan Peele are like in that same level, like in a way.
It's like crazy writing, like the same way like Michael Bay is like if you watch a Michael Bay movie, there's gonna be like a big explosion. Like there's gonna be like
hmm
over the top action, but like
especially with the Transformers
and
movies.
they definitely. Wait, oh, also the other thing I meant to ask you is we didn't even touch on the Nicki Minaj Erica Kirk thing like at all. We just went right into it.
Wait, I think we did. Like, no, it wasn't like basically like I mentioned it, and then like I asked you like some follow-up questions.
Yeah, we talked about Trump, so that we got it covered.
Yeah, we got a couple. Yeah.
Well,
And I want to ask you a last question about it. Basically, like, was there at any moment, like, when you were like into like politics, like that you fawned over a president, and like you really like was obsessed over?
never. It's like the. Oh wait, do you want to like ask this on the recording or just in general?
It's recording right now.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, can you ask me one more time?
Yeah. So basically, like, was there any moment like where you were still into politics before where you fawned over a president, like any president?
Because the way I see it is like the president is not a celebrity, and like the president is a public servant. The president is one of the most important people, if not one of the most influential people in the world, like not just in America, in the world. And it's like treat them and view them as such. Like, did I think I literally my roommate, like my best friend and I used to live together back in back home,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a joke that was like Beto O'Rourke could hit me in the head with a brick and I'd still be in love with him. But that was when he was running for election. Beto O'Rourke, he's I can't remember if I think he's a senator or he was the governor or something like that of Texas.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a politician, and like he's like a good looking dude, but like when he was like it was literally like just like that's as far as it went, just me and my roommate being stupid and like me and my best friend being stupid. But like yeah, like that's the closest I've ever gotten. But otherwise it's like unfortunately we don't hold any respect for the president as we shouldn't. He's given us so many examples of why we shouldn't show him like the proper respect that a president. Even Joe Biden, like that dude autopilot, like that dude should have been like mental care facility for old people. Like it's like these are the people that we have running the country. Like we don't take them seriously. So like people who like like Nicki Minaj like twirling her hair or whatever, like acting thirsty for this 80-year-old man or however old he is, I don't know. Like that, like it's weird to me. Like, and then we had, I think, like, in my honest opinion, the last like serious president we had that like, and everyone thought he was hot. Like I know so many people that thought he was hot, but the last serious president we had that was someone that like everyone could agree like deserves our respect was Obama. Like he was a great president. He really kept the people's interests in mind. He was efficient, and he was an incredible speaker. Like honestly, I think like the best speaker of that generation. Like the best
that voice.
It's the voice, and also he was very efficient with it. He wasn't like, he wasn't getting up there and freestyling like Trump. Like he like everything you could tell it was planned, prepared, practiced. Like, and because the same way I'm saying that we like the president is a role to be respected, in the same vein, he took his role seriously as someone who was chosen by the people for the people. And so he showed that same level of respect back to Americans that, Biden doesn't have the mental capacity to even consider that. Trump is like so disrespectful towards his own constituents. Like, even if they didn't vote for him, you're still supposed to represent those people that didn't vote for you. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so it's no. I mean, like, I think I would never fawn over a president. I'd never fawn over a political figure. Like, again, there was that one joke that I mentioned earlier, but yeah, no, it's like, it's an office and it's a position to be respected, and we haven't had a good reason to respect it in the last like 10 years. But that being said, it's just weird to me. It's creepy. Like those like Taylor Swift, like crazy Swifties, or like Harry Styles fans or One Direction fans. Like, I know a bunch of them, and that's cool. Do you? I'm not a fan of either. But like,
keep your personally, you know them?
No. I mean, like, I know I have friends who are like Swifties, and like,
Oh, no, I was talking about One Direction.
yeah, oh yeah, like One Direction. Like I have fans, or I have friends who are like crazy obsessed with One Direction
Oh,
at our
okay.
big is like in our late 20s. We're going on 30, and they're still obsessed
I thought
with.
you met them before.
Oh, never, no, nothing. No. I can't even think of a scenario where I'd even be like in like even like a meet and greet, like in the same room as them or building. But yeah, it's like keep your fangirl stuff over here, and then like let the political stuff, like let them work, let them do good for you, even if they're not, which is what's currently happening.
Got you.
It's just
Say again?
it's giving pathetic. That's how I see it. I think it's weird. I think it's pathetic. And yeah, don't have a crush on a political figure. There's plenty of people out there for you to have a crush on. Like,
Yeah, seriously, like, because like that person, like, even though like he might be like somebody like that might be like way too old, or he might even like be like in shape, but still like have somebody like that you know like personally to have a crush on, because like you're never gonna like actually like go on a date with that person or like do something with that person.
exactly. And it's like, I mean, like, again, if it's like a celebrity, like a movie star or something, like, sure, like, yeah, Michael B. Jordan, like, perfect example. Like,
Hmm.
he's a good looking guy. Like, have a crush on him. Like, you know, it's like you're saying, it's like it's never gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna
It's
be
like,
like,
what you gonna do? You're just gonna have a little crush, and then like you're never gonna meet him. Like
yeah,
you guys never talked. Like you guys are not friends. Like
not responding to your 800 DMs. Like, I like do that with those people, and then don't do that with political people. It's just like there's a time and a place, and people in politics are not it. Like,
mhm, definitely.
I think it also starts to like in the example with like Nicki Minaj. I think it also like first of all, I don't know what business she had being there, because Charlie Kirk has like, which I'm not defending Charlie Kirk. He has said so many horrible things, and I like would never condone or support someone being like killed, especially a father and a husband. You know, like these kids don't have a father anymore.
Yeah.
But that being, he's like the CEO of horrible, toxic, like positions that are being spread to people who like just like are gonna blindly follow the horrible things he says. And so Nicki Minaj, I feel like in the last few years she's kind of been in hot water already, and like it started with her marrying a fucking pedophile. Like, first of all,
Hmm.
the like having a kid with a pedophile is crazy too. So she was already in some hot water. She doesn't have the support that she used to have. So like, why would you make that worse by going up and like showing support for not only the Kirk family and Charlie Kirk and the horrible things he's said, but also Donald Trump and the horrible things he's said and done. And like, you're not making your situation any better. I don't care what they're paying you. Like, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, like she probably could be going through like a crisis in a way. Like who knows?
I mean, and it's like, it's just the whole thing to me. Like, I remember like seeing it like as it unfolded. Like, whenever I feel like it feels like forever ago, but I feel like it was only like a week, maybe two ago. Like,
Mhm.
but I remember watching it unfold and just being like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, her last remaining supporters probably aren't Republicans or like Charlie Kirk fans or like Donald Trump fans, or like and I just remember seeing it be like they had to have paid her like a lot, or she's going through something like emotionally or mentally.
Yeah, definitely. Because like I think she had a new album that she was supposed to like release, but then like she ended up like not releasing that because something happened like with another artist, some Jay-Z, that
Mm.
she blamed it all on Jay-Z for her not releasing her new album.
Is she like on his label, or
I'm not even too sure.
yeah, I was gonna say like what did he do? Like
Like, who knows? Like because like I think it's also between like her and Cardi B, because like I feel like a lot of people are saying that Cardi B is the new Nicki Minaj.
yeah, and they had so much beef too, like especially when Cardi was like first like really coming up, like Bodak Yellow, like they had like crazy beef, and I don't know if there's been anything because it was all on Twitter. Like it was like Instagram, Twitter, like everyone could see it. That like I knew about it and I wasn't reading like, you know, page 6 or anything like that.
Yeah.
But they had weird because it's like it just gets petty because it's like you can't share the space, like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like she's just like I feel like she came out of that looking shitty and then never really kind of picked that momentum back up. And like I think we all know, I think anyone who's ever been on a computer ever knows how the barbs are and how like intense they are as a fan group. And like
Yeah.
even then, like I like any of them really in recent years, or especially like recently with the like current event that you brought up, like none of them are really coming to our support with that, like how they would have like 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, because like her music is like to me, it's still good. Like I know her last album that she put out, some of the songs like I'm addicted to that Everybody song that she put, and I'm also addicted to like that Barbie song that she did like that she collabed with Ice Spice in that new Barbie movie.
Talking about because like I don't listen to her, like I wouldn't put her on, but like I know like from like social media I know these songs, so it's like yeah, like it was good. And it's like, you know, if I was a fan of her I wouldn't like stop listening to her music just for going on stage with Erica Kirk and talking about Donald Trump. But like yeah, I mean like her music is like it's not like it went downhill like crazy. I know Pink Friday 2 didn't do like the numbers it was supposed to and people weren't crazy about it, but then at the same time it's like, well, it hasn't like changed that much. It's not like she's like trying out a new genre or anything like
Yeah.
that. Like it's kind of get what you expect with that.
Because like, look, I listen to both. I listen to Nicki Minaj and Cardi B at the same time. Like, I think they're both good artists.
Absolutely. It's like I'm also not gonna like play into like celebrity musician politics or anything like that. Like I'm gonna listen to what sounds good and call it a day. Like
Yeah, that's it. Like seriously.
yeah.
All right. So now, for the second current event, there's been a resurfaced clip of Charlie Kirk again, saying that Nicki Minaj is not a good role model for 18-year-old Black girls.
Right now, Black culture is being held captive by influences, songs,
Which
and role models.
influences?
I mean, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old Black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's who do you get your art from? It's what values are they putting forward? It's the question of every day. For example, more times than not, Black politicians will lament the condition of America. It's systemically racist. It's terrible. What does that do to a 14-year-old Black kid if you just find that you hear that everything is rigged against you? Instead, they should be saying, hey, there might be some barriers, but if you believe in yourself enough, you can achieve in this country. It creates a form of social conditioning of low expectations.
So I wanted to ask you for the first question on this current event is what was the type of music that you was listening to like when you were like around 18?
Oh, I still listen to a lot of that music. Like a lot of like industrial hip hop, a lot of like metal, grindcore, that sort of thing. Like, and you know, still like some pop bangers here and there, obviously. Like, you know, I see them as they come, and then just like yeah, anything high energy. And again, I still listen to a lot of the same artists I was listening to then. Influences on me, but you know, I mean, as far as like whatever, like I'm not affected by it or anything like that long term. But yeah, I think a lot of people listen to music that isn't going to be a great influence. But the most important part of that like statement that he made is he is an old man and the last person who has any room to talk about what young Black girls should be listening to or who their influences should be. Like, it's just like, why does he feel like he has the authority to talk about that in the first place?
Yeah, like that's not his place. Like Like,
And
were you listening to like wait, so like from the music that you just mentioned, like while you were 18, were you listening to like also like any like female like black artists that caught your eye?
um trying to think, there's this one punk band that's like led by, I can't of it, but I used to like listen to them a lot. There's like at least a few female punk bands that I was like listening, or female led punk bands that I was listening to like when I was like in high school, like 18 and younger. And I can't remember the names of them because I haven't listened in a while, but yeah, they were like I think at least one of them was like led by a black female.
Hmm.
And I liked Nicki Minaj like in like middle school, and then I just kind of like grew out of it and found my taste and like what I really like. So it's not anything as the artists or anything like that. It's just kind of like most of the music I listen to is gonna be male, like male led and just like male vocals and all male bands. It's just the way the industry works with like sort of more alternative genres.
And I think like you mentioned before that you don't have a hatred like towards like women. It's just like it's
Yeah,
what you prefer and what you like.
and it's like the genres that I listen to most just have a female presence, and it's like nothing against them. It's nothing against females at all. It's like more so just it just doesn't exist in that context.
Yeah, got you. And then for the last current event, it talks about basically this YouTuber slash rapper slash streamer. His name is DG, and he addresses with another man who questions streaming as a real job. And
Yeah.
the man that he has this like altercation with says that he drives a Bentley, and everybody that does like content creation drives a Chevrolet.
Twitch streaming shit? What do you
Yeah,
guys, what do you guys, what do you guys got going? What do you got going?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Have a good day.
All right.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
You said what?
I said this is what kids think work is, what you guys are doing.
It is. It's hard work. You don't think it's hard work?
I think it's hard work, but I think I drive a Bentley and you guys are driving a Chevrolet.
What you mean?
Okay. If I work hard and you work equally as hard, the question is how much do we make for that work?
Yeah.
Okay, so I make millions. So is this going to make you guys millions?
I probably make more money than you.
I don't think so.
How much money you make?
I don't talk about it.
Swear I'll probably make more money than you.
You might. If that's so, then good job, man.
Well, of course. Just letting you know, man.
Here's my lesson though, my success lesson. Don't pursue your passion, pursue your competence. Because competence becomes success becomes more success, and that becomes passion.
So I wanted to ask you for the first question. Do you feel like content creators are do you feel like content creation is a real job?
First thing I'm gonna say is I hope all these big streamers and influencers and people that are famous for doing dances on TikTok and whatever, I hope they do well, because that shit's gonna run out real quick.
Yeah.
But I think that the people that I respect who do content creation are people that bring something to the table, like that's a unique skill they have. So I don't watch any streamers. I'm not crazy about YouTubers, but my favorite is Papa Meat, aka Meat Canyon. He's like the only YouTuber I really follow. If you're familiar with him, he does like these crazy like body horror animations. Like they make
There's some animations that I can't go by. Like it's just too scary for me.
He makes you uncomfortable. He makes you grossed out,
Definitely.
and it's crazy. And he has a channel where he does like really really funny like video essays on random topics. So like one that I was like crying laughing at recently was he did one about like Planet Fitness, and like all like the shit that goes wrong at Planet Fitnesses like across the country, and I was like in tears like laughing, but I also learned something about Planet Fitness, and then like he does like more nuanced topics, like, or he'll like make fun of like different fandoms, whether it's like Taylor Swift fans or Disney adults, like, you know, all those things I just said I was making fun of like a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't consider it a job if he were only doing the video essay things, but like he seems to be doing really well for himself, but he brings something to the table with his style of art and with his writing for those like short videos where it'll be like 3-4 minutes long, but it's like the most uncomfortable you've ever been in your life, like for like a month. Like you're thinking about it, it's resonating, whatever. So that, yes, if you bring something,
nightmares.
yeah, you're gonna have nightmares. If you bring something to the table, absolutely. Like I love, I'll watch you guys who are like, I don't follow them religiously, but like I like watching like special effects people, like so whether they're like costume designers or, and it's all horror based usually, costume designers, set designers, like props designers, or just special effects overall, like that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, get rich and famous from doing that. Like that's cool. Like get that money because I'm learning about something new. I get to see your art and like make a profit. Cool. But you know, these streamers who like just kind of like chat, like rain bet, like that's not a fucking job. I hope you're investing well because you're still gonna make money doing it. But no, it's not like.
Because you, and then like let me ask you this. So like, how do you feel about like people that work a 9 to 5, speak down on these streamers and like say like go get a real job, go get a job like me and work a 9 to 5. Like, how do you feel about people that work 9 to 5?
I 100%. It's kind of, I kind of get where they're coming from because it's like I have had like 9 to 5 office jobs. Like when I was paralegal, like, you know, I'd wake up, drive to work, get stuck in rush hour traffic, do my job, you know, not be outside, just sit at a computer all day, and then go home, make dinner, go to bed. You know, like I've had that life before. I hate it, but I've done it. And I think a lot of it comes from a place of jealousy that people can do something that they love and make money from it. And the way I see it is like, get your money however you get your money. I'm going to have an opinion on like whether or not I think it's a real job doesn't even matter because like you're paying your bills, you're living the life you want to live. Like, and it's like, yeah, I think a lot of it's like, damn, I think the people who talk shit to influencers are doing so because they wish that they were doing anything other than their 9 to 5, and they take out on the people who are doing something fun and making money from it.
Yeah, because like you did mention like earlier that like it's for these streamers and like anybody that does like content creation, it's not gonna like last long. It's not gonna last forever. So like the bill that they have right now,
yeah,
is gonna be paid, but like for the future bills, like who knows?
It's like I think that like, you know, like you have a normal job, I have a normal job. Like we have transferable skills. Like the company I work for could go out of business tomorrow and I could just put out resumes, whatever. But and you could as well, like, you know, with your job, like you could put out resumes for other districts and stuff. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
And I think I think like the really, really, really big names, like I'm thinking like who are some I know their names. I just don't like Kai Cenat, like someone like him, or like it's the same Speed. Like there's like some guy like Speed. He's a streamer. Like
yeah, I show Speed.
Yeah, like those guys, like the really really big names that like even I can recognize, and I don't watch streamers. Like those guys, they're probably if they're not doing well, they probably wouldn't have to work again. And other than that, these really, really big names can probably transition into a consulting role as technology advances and like becoming like famous online is going to be more and more accessible to more and more people. So they definitely like these big guys have like huge options to transition into like a role that's going to be like a real job. And I also want to specify like when I say like if you're not bringing something like new or like creative to the table, like I don't consider that like a job, but there's a difference between job and how you make money. Like a job is more like, I feel like it's more like career based. It's more like this is a path that's like, I can sustain this for a long time. And then a way to make money is something like I don't know, like another good example, OnlyFans. Like someone like Bonnie Blue, like she is not going to be in her prime forever, like, you know, so she's one of those people that could go into a consulting role in the future for other girls that want to pursue that avenue. But yeah, just because it's not like what I would consider a job doesn't mean that it's not a viable career opportunity.
Got you.
Or a path to a career.
hmm And you know what's crazy? Like when you mentioned like before about like Uncle Ruckus and like the Boondocks. So like another thing like from the Boondocks is that there was like a rapper named Thugnificent, and his music died down. Like his music career died down, and he had to like go after a real job. And like somebody that was in his group, um, he was gonna like work in the same in the same building as him, and then like he goes through an interview, and the person does a background check and sees
Yeah,
that he's a rapper. So
go back to me.
yeah, so like with these like streamers and like content creators like in general, do you feel like if they were to like go through an interview, like people like will do a background check and see like what they have done in the social media world, like would they get that job?
Hell no. Like even if it's like I mean, okay, we have some obvious like Bonnie Blue. Like if she walked into I don't know where her skills outside of what I think we all know what she does and
Yeah,
what her
what she does, yeah.
she's a big fan of Choo Choo,
Yeah.
Trains here. So you know, those skills. I don't know if she has other skills as far as like how much of her own business she manages or if she like hires out for that. I did see a podcast that she was on from like this comedian I love, and he just roasted her the whole time. But
do you know what's his name?
Is it Matan?
No, I was about to say Trevor Wallace.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, she was. Yeah, I saw Lily Phillips episode with Trevor Wallace, and that like she was like saying some wild stuff. Like, yeah, let's say Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue. Like, I don't care how smart they are. I don't care how business savvy they are. I don't care how many of their skills are transferable into like actual jobs that are going to make them money. Like, they're never getting employed at any normal job ever. And that's just like a really obvious answer. Like, you know, it's like obviously sex work is still work, but society doesn't see it that way, and they're going in the trash immediately. All the OnlyFans money dried up, and they had like crazy taxes that they weren't paying. Like they just became broke like overnight. But then like on a less obvious note, someone who's a streamer, like if you're a streamer, like you're literally online just like hanging out by yourself, and if you say some shit or you like, you know, like react poorly to something that someone said in the chat, or you know, like just you're doing this for hours and hours and hours at a time. You have like a stage that your stage is your comfortable spot on your computer or like whatever. You're gonna say at some point you're gonna say something that's gonna piss someone off, and like if someone does a background check on you, it won't, your criminal history, who cares if it's like good or not? Like, yeah, I've run background checks like so many times. Like, yeah, like nothing's coming up here, but if I did a Google search, it's gonna come up there. So yeah, I don't think they're getting real jobs unless they like start their own companies. Just because like
they start their own business.
Yeah. So there are viable opportunities for people who have been canceled or have been like involved in a scandal. Like you can still start your own company, and there's probably people would pay so much money just to like, you know, like the same way a record label works, like get in with you at your consulting business, like, or get in like with a record label. Let's say like there's elite companies where like if you're in with that record label, you're going to be so much more successful than if you went with someone else. So I think it's kind of just going to turn into that for them once they get older. They're past their prime. Like no one's really watching them. Like they do have a unique set of skills because they probably became famous on their own.
So if you had to pick, hypothetically, if you had to pick between staying with your private investigation job or being a content creator, which one will you pick and
I'm
why?
I'm going career. I'm going I'm going my actual job. Like
Hmm.
I'm a very private person, like as far as like yeah, like we're having this conversation. I know it's gonna be posted on the internet and like I'm very selective about what I reveal. Um so like I just like I think that knowing me, like I don't think I would have the energy to be like, let's say, like a streamer, like
Hmm.
for the I don't even know what their average like stream time is, like, but I know myself, and I'm gonna say something dumb if everything about my life is like out there. So everything I do, everything I've ever wanted to do, even like creatively, I've always wanted to be like a if I do something creative or I find like a good creative outlet, like I've always wanted to be behind the scenes. I've never wanted to be like in anyone's face in any context.
Hmm. Because like like they don't really put everything out there. Like they keep like some things like mysterious. Like they don't want like their fans to know like everything about them. Like what goes on in their life like 24/7. Like they post what they want their fans to see.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's like it's so practiced. Like I can't imagine that. Like I mean, like I feel like it would just get so exhausting to have to constantly keep up with this persona, and like I'm sure that a lot of people like are super super different like online than they are in real life. Like even like some of the comedians I can think of, like I listen to like comedy podcasts a lot. Like
Hmm.
and they'll slip up sometimes and like kind of like I've never heard someone like reveal like anything crazy about themselves, but like like they on the podcast they're either like offensive or they're like super like like edgy humor, like whatever, and then they'll slip up and say something like sweet about like spending family time, like, and that's like a good thing to it's not like damaging their reputation or their career or anything like that, but um like I'll like catch them slipping up, and it's like the person that anyone is on stage is going to be different from the person that they actually are,
Hmm.
and I didn't think I would have like, the bandwidth for that. Like I don't have the energy, like I couldn't do it, like so it's yeah, I mean, like I said, I present publicly very different than how I am privately because like I can kind of censor myself in these situations, but like I would break easy. Like I need to be behind the scenes. Like,
Got you. So like what like made you like come out of your comfort zone for this episode?
honestly, I was like, this seems fun. Like this seems like a fun thing to do, and like I also talked to you about it beforehand and I was like, my conditions are, and not that I got the vibe that you would do this like at all. It's just one of those like I have to say it and put it out there
Mhm.
just but I remember asking you like one of the first things I said when you asked me to come on was like, am I going to be humiliated in any way or like made fun of, or are you going to ask me questions that are like things I don't feel comfortable talking about? And I gave you like certain topics I wouldn't feel comfortable about. And
Good.
you were like, that's not the vibe of the show, like
Good.
at all. And like, so when you said that, and you said it was just going to be like kind of like a genuine conversation, I was like, yeah, absolutely. This seems fun. Like, let's do it.
Yeah,
But
like
like,
we're not trying to bring people down. We're not trying to create drama or like start
I,
fights with anybody.
I feel like I have to like, the fact to ask that is so fucked up. And I think, I mean, I do watch a good amount of like early 2000s reality TV, so that might
Mhm.
just like I don't watch reality TV recently, but like Michael's Rock of Love, Flavor Flav, Flavor of Love, like those shows were made to humiliate people, and I feel like just like watching those type of shows, it's like I have it in my head that like if you do something publicly, someone's gonna be out to get you, and like and even like I don't watch Love Island, but I know that like the general reality show breakdown is like you have to have a villain. So I'm like, and then I've seen that in other podcasts where they bring someone on just to like make fun of them, and I'm not sure if everyone's on the same page with that, or like if the person went into it knowing like, hey, I'm gonna be the villain, or hey, I'm gonna be like the heel, or like made fun of, or whatever. Like the one podcast I was like mentioned, I saw Bonnie Blue on Matan Evans' podcast, and
Mhm.
like it was so funny. He set up like a screen that you would see at the doctor's office between him and Bonnie Blue, and then his like co-host, who his co-host doesn't say anything. He just like sits there the whole show, and it's really funny. His co-host was in a hazmat suit and like standing, kind of like shifting between Matan and the other side of the screen where Bonnie was, and it's like the whole time he's like making fun of her, and I think she's definitely in on it. Like you know, like
was she trying to say like she was infected or something?
yeah. The whole joke was like, you slept with 1,000 men in one day. Like, there's you're gonna like being in the vicinity with you is gonna give me an illness.
Yeah.
So like, it's one of those things where like, you know, people do go into it knowing that they're gonna get like fucked, but then I think other people get in over their head and they don't realize what they're getting themselves into. And so that's why I just had to throw it out there. Like, not that I think you would, or not that I thought you would, just kind of throw it out there. Like, I just want to make sure, like, these topics aren't going to come up, and I get to paint myself in the light that I paint myself in.
Yeah, it's like basically we want to like be friends. We want to network like with the guests that we bring on here. Like we're not trying to like basically like start trouble or like start beef like so like we're not able to like to bring you back like for future episodes.
Vibe we talked about it, and I was immediately like, I'm getting a vibe. Like, this guy's cool. Like, I really don't think that. And I went to your Instagram and I watched clips and everything like that, and I was like, okay, like he's like, this is just gonna be like a fun conversation. Like, I love this.
Yeah. Like this. All right. So after all that, we're gonna get into a title of this episode and the episode number. So the title of this episode is called A Brand New Year. And this is episode 71. And for the first question, what was the biggest challenge and the best thing about 2025?
Oof. 2025 was not my year. I'm constantly injured. Like, it doesn't matter like what. Like, for whatever reason, every time I heal up from an injury, I suddenly get a new one. Like, I'm just like one of those people. Like,
is it still a back injury?
What'd you say?
Is it still the back injury?
Yeah, the most recent one is the back injury. Thankfully, that's the only thing I'm injured currently. But like, I was on crutches earlier this year. I end of 2023, I broke my shoulder, sorry, it was my collarbone, like right by my shoulder, and like that took forever into 2024 to heal up, and I'm still kind of dealing with like residual pain from it in 2025.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I was on crutches. I currently own, like, in my apartment, I'm so injury prone that I have a brace for every single thing I could have a brace for, like, on hand. I still have my crutches just in case. Like, so I have wrist braces for left and right. I have ankle braces. I have like, I use my back brace currently. Like, it's like one of those like ones you can get from like CVS, you know, like it's, but yeah. So my like 2025, I was injured the entire time. Like, it sucked. Like, you know, and being injured means you're hanging around the house and you're by yourself and like thinking too much and in your own head and whatever. I trying to think of like positives. I don't know. I feel like I got a lot better at like being by myself, like just because I've always been like a long-term relationship type person. Like, I don't like date just to date someone, you know.
Are you somebody that dates to marry?
If I'm with someone and I'm devoting, like, it gets to a point after a certain amount of time where I'm like, don't waste my time. Like, if I'm not feeling it, like, I'll let you know, you know. But it's like, and I don't even know if I believe in like marriage in general, but like, even then, it's like, I'm not going to devote my time and energy towards someone that I don't see like long term. Like, again, I don't date just to like date. Like, I'm cool hanging out by myself, but and I am like someone who needs a lot of alone time, but I've always been in like long-term relationships, which is weird. But yeah, so I went through.
You don't date to date, and you don't really you're not really dating to marry. So like, what is it?
Find someone that I can spend like my life with, like that's, and whether or not it's like marriage or just like a civil union type thing, like I don't know what the proper term is state by state, but like, yeah, like just kind of like find someone that like I can see myself being with for a long time and like having like a future with. But I did go through a breakup this year that was really hard because like him and I didn't know a ton of people in LA, so like we really only had each other. And that was rough to go through, but like I moved out, I got my own place, which was new for me, in LA. And it's been like really cool just kind of like spending time by myself. I adopted my cat Oscar. He was a foster originally, and he has a lot of stuff going on. He had like this he had a FIP, which used to be a death sentence for cats, but they gave me like some black market like medicine from China, and it cured everything. And then he also has FIV, which is like literally the cat version of HIV. It's really common for outdoor cats to have, and he was on the streets for like 2 years until he got turned into the shelter. And he was turned into the shelter because he had his left leg he couldn't use at all. So he would walk like with his, and I had my first cat was a 3-legged cat, so I'm like used to like 3-legged cats walk. And he would hold his arm up like this and then like walk, and then
Like limp in a way?
yeah, he walked as if he had 3 legs only. He didn't use left.
Mhm.
And then between him like watching how my ex's cat walked, like which like it was my cat too. We got her together, him or took her, and obviously Oscar came with me. But seeing her walk and me kind of like I would like get on the floor with him and be like, okay, this is step motion. I'd like do that with him, and it was like his version of physical therapy from a human. And now he can walk. He has a slight limp still, but it was just so fulfilling to see how much progress he's made. He was also like skinny, like rib cages and rib cage showing and everything.
Like he
Not
will lose his appetite?
Oh, he had such an appetite, but because of the illness he came in with, the FIP,
Yeah.
that like because he was always eating really well, but I think it just kind of like wasted away at him, and so he's actually overweight now, and yeah, that was a fulfilling thing for me, to, like formally adopt him and like kind of like get his health up and do all. So that's really the highlight of my year. Negatives, like I've had some job changes and everything, and that's been rough. Like, especially the in between, and I don't have people that I can like, like I love my family. My family's great, but like I would never ask them like, hey, I'm in a bind. Like, can you help me pay my rent? Like, like I would never ask them that. They would never offer that, and it's nothing against me, nothing against them. It's just like how I was raised. Like, okay, you're an adult, figure it out. Like,
Wait, so if you ask them, like they would say no.
I honestly, I can't say for certain because I've never asked them. I've always figured it out, but
They are your family, so like I don't think they will just like throw you to the side. Like
they would never let me become homeless. Like if anything, they'd be like, we would pay for a ticket for you to come home. Like,
yeah.
and so they would never like abandon me like that. They'd give me other options, but like they're not the type to throw money at a problem, and I'm not the type to ask to throw money at a problem. So I can't say for certain that they would say no, but I have a really, really good feeling that if I couldn't pay my rent, that they would be like, all right, well, then come home. Like, something like that.
So you never like in your life asked, you never in your life borrowed money from somebody.
I have, but I feel horrible about it. I hate it.
Like you won't be able to sleep at night.
No, and then it's like, like I was doing when I came out here, my ex back home, his family has a company that has a location in the area I was living in when I first came out here, because I didn't move straight to LA. I lived in Orange County first. They had an office there and an office back home, and I asked them, I was like, hey, do you have a job for me? Like, I can start working, like, literally the day I land. Because no, not the day I land, but I was having my car shipped out. So I was like, the day my car gets here, I can start working.
Mm-hmm.
And then pushed back, and pushed back, and pushed back. And then I got to the point where I was like, I have to pay rent. Like, how am I supposed to pay rent with this? Like, and so that was a shitty situation. I was like, I wish I knew in advance that that's how it was going to work, because I would have applied for jobs, like, before I even left Pennsylvania. And like in those situations, I had friends who like knew the situation and like without asking me first, they would like Venmo me or like Apple Cash me like a few bucks here and there, and I'd be like, I can't take this, and I'd send it back, and then they would send it back, and then I just felt bad. And we were going back and forth with it, and Venmo was probably like, there's probably some fraud happening right here.
Yeah.
But I can't sleep. Like I can't like I just feel like they worked hard. Like why am I, like even though it's like
Did you end up keeping the money?
I did once. Like my one friend, like shout out Nate. He is like one of my best friends in the world. He was like very insistent, like I want to help you, and I was like fine, like ugh, like whatever.
Did he like you?
No, him and I have been friends like for like forever. Like since I met him on I went to sorry, my cat's yelling. Nobody get mad at me because of the current events and obviously everything that's happening, but I did as part of my birth rate trip in late 2018. So like, are you familiar with birth rate?
No.
Okay, so all Jewish kids have the opportunity to take a trip overseas, like to Israel. It's completely like I think they even like fed us like we had 2 meals a day, and then like if we were like out, like we were responsible for like lunch or like something like that. Like, and then we saw the entire country, and it was really cool. The company I picked, there's like a bunch of different companies you can go through, and then some are. Hey, you saying hi? This is Oscar, the one I was just talking about.
How you doing, man?
He's so cute. He's just needy sometimes. But yeah, the company I went with, I got a recommendation from a friend because I was like, I don't want propaganda. Like, this is obviously it's a free trip. Like, I think the plane ticket alone was in like the thousands, and I didn't have to. Not including like the hotels, the accommodations, the things we did during the day, like how we traveled across the country, all that. I didn't have to pay for any of that. But anyway, Nate was on my birthday trip, and on the trip we hated each other. Like we didn't fuck with each other at all. Like we just like we're always talking shit to each other, like hated each other. And then a few months later, after we obviously got back to America, a few months later, my one of my friends from the trip was having an adult bar mitzvah. Like he didn't get bar mitzvahed when he was like 13, so he had it at 23.
Yeah.
And it was the only people from our trip. He invited the whole trip, but the only people that showed up were myself and Nate. And we were like, so we were hanging out because we're both from out of town. And then we were kind of both just like, oh, we don't hate each other. Like, he's always been like, he's my biggest supporter. Like, honestly, like, probably, like, literally, like, I don't have like a best friend. I have like best friends, like everyone has different qualities they bring to the table. Like, he is like in like the top there. Like, he's in that like Crown Royale circle. Like, I have another friend from that trip, Sam, who like, same thing, like, without the hating each other, like we always got along really well, but like it's been 7 years since that trip and I'm still like best friends with those two.
Got you. So look, let me ask you a question. If you well, you say you're still friends with them, so if you were to ask them if they have feelings for you, what do you think that they would say?
I honestly don't know, but like the only straight male friends that I'm like still really, really close to are ones that I know wouldn't like try anything, like, or like try and like make a move or something like that. Cause I'm like, the second that like I'm friends with someone and like we get along really well, like males, like the second I'm friends with a straight male and we're getting along and like we're literally just friends, and then like they put like moves on whatever, like yeah. I'm like, I'm out, I'm done. Like I thought that we were friends, and then I can't like be super close with you if you want something more,
Yeah, then it becomes awkward.
Exactly, and I'm just like, I'm not here for that. So it's like, and I think all of the males I'm friends with like kind of know that. Like they'll compliment me, like they'll say like nice things about like my appearance and stuff, but it's never been like anything deeper than that,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I'll say the same stuff, it's like, compliment your friends, love it, like, but that's like, I think that's the hardest part. I have a lot of female friends, and I have a lot of like gay male friends, and like those are just like no worries about anything like that, but I'm very picky about like the straight men that I'm friends with. So like
Okay.
all of them are like guys I forever.
Got you. Got you. So next question. What character traits or virtues did you develop?
Definitely. I don't know the word for it, but like, just I've always, like I said, I've always kind of been like a lone wolf. I'm introverted in the sense that like I need to like recharge my social battery.
Mhm.
So that being said, I think I've developed like being by myself and like kind of like problem solving without having someone to be like, oh my god, like I need to talk to you about this like immediately. Like with me going through that breakup and everything, like I haven't like had anyone that's like there, live in the house, whatever. I mean, like obviously I'm like gonna tell my roommates, like we're all friends. But yeah, I've developed a lot of independence from that. I might even be too independent at this point. It might be a problem.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think patience and also like I definitely my temper is not perfect, but it's definitely better. So I
Mhm.
might just like acknowledging that I just need to take a step back from things sometimes.
Okay. Wait. So you being like too independent, do you feel like you don't need nobody like in your life? Like you don't need a partner?
Yeah, honestly, it's like once I think I was afraid of that for a long time, just like being by myself. And then once I'm actually doing it, I'm like, oh, I have more time for my friends. I have more time for like things that I like to do because I have like so many like niche interests that I never really got to like share with a partner just because like they're into like completely different stuff. And that's cool. Like, have your own music interests, have your own like art and film and show and like any other thing that you're interested in that I'm not, like that's cool. But like I've never really dated anyone who's been like totally on the same page as me as far as like what I'm interested in. So I have more time to like kind of like pursue that kind of stuff, figure out what I like, like just enjoy the things I like and not have to like I don't know, not have to pretend I like house music. Like first of all, I don't. And I'm not gonna keep pretending that I do. So like that's like the biggest example, like from my breakup. Like we did not agree on music in the slightest. Like I think the only band that both of us liked was like Motley Crue, and even then, like he wasn't even like into it like that. Like he would just like listen to it here and there. But yeah, just more time to like explore my interests, more time to pursue my hobbies. But yeah, like you can do that sometimes, and I find myself like, hey, like you haven't checked your texts or you haven't like checked your phone like for to respond to like the 800 notifications that you have from people trying to talk to me. Like you haven't done it. I have to like effort now to like be like, oh, I should check my phone. I should answer my friend, maintain my friendship, or my family or whatever. So yeah, being
Mhm.
too alone. In that sense, being too alone can be a problem, but like at the same time, I'm not mad about it because I don't have to, tolerate house music like shitty trap anymore.
Got you. And then like wait. So let me ask you this. So right now you're at a good place. You could say that, right? So when you're like I feel like when you're ready, like when you come like to that moment like where like um you are like ready for like to settle down with somebody, then like that's when you're gonna like actually do it. But like right now you're at a good place.
Yeah, I'm totally like any any and all energy I've been spending on people has been like just keeping up with my friends and family. Like I'm not looking for anything. I did have something that was like good at first, and then I was like, oh, he's a psychopath and a drug addict. What am I fucking doing right now? Like I didn't know that going into it, so especially after that experience, because that was pretty recent, like I'm like, okay, yeah, I definitely need like time by myself. And I mentioned it before, I'm 29, but I don't see like I don't it doesn't register to me like things like biological clock or like people I graduated high school with are married with kids right now. Like that just doesn't like I don't I'm not jealous. I'm not thinking about it like, oh, like I'm on a timer to like you have to get married and you have to have kids and you have to buy a house on this timeline. Like it's just like that's never been like a priority for me. So like if it happens, cool. But yeah, otherwise, like I'm cool right now. If someone comes along, great. But I'm not. I'm never gonna look for anything or kind of feel that like societal pressure to do anything.
Got you. If you don't mind me asking, what's your sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Is that Sagittarius? Okay.
So 19. So I think when I was supposed to be born was Christmas Day. I'm December 19th. So like I was supposed to be born on December 25th. That was my due date as a baby. But my mom used to be a bodybuilder, and and I think she did it as like a hobby. It wasn't like professional or anything like that. But I don't know if it was related to that or if she was just like really trying to go into labor or something like that. I don't know what the situation was, but she lifted a fucking couch and then was like, "Oh no, I'm going into labor a week early." What? Like so
Like her water broke like as she was lifting up the couch.
Like she because she lifted up the couch, like she her water broke, she went to labor and everything.
Yeah.
And then so I would have been a Capricorn, but I'm on like the edge. Like I think 21st of December is the cutoff. Funny story though, her mom, my grandma, went into labor with her because she was also heavily pregnant and decided that walking their dog at the time, which was like I think he was like either like a giant like Doberman or a Weimaraner or something, like one of those like big dogs. And the dog pulled, and then she it pulled so hard because it was a giant dog, and she went to labor. Like, so I'm like, all right, there's definitely a thing where the women in my family don't like to wait for things. They're still gonna do everything that they were doing before they were pregnant. But yeah, serious. Sorry, I ranted there kind of.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Next question. So, what did you learn about yourself?
I think I learned that people's opinion, I really actually this is what I took out of this year the most. Like people's opinion of me literally doesn't matter. Like you can like me or not like me, that doesn't have an effect on my day. You can say horrible things to me and try and break me down, and that's your opinion. That's all it is. And
Sticks and stones may break me, but words can't. Wait, sticks and stones. Yeah. I forgot the thing.
Yeah. No, sticks and stones, words can never hurt me. Like, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking of the Rihanna song with the
Wait, which one?
The one that's like sticks and stones can't break my or can't.
Oh
break
yeah. I forgot the name of that song.
It's crazy how I thought of that because that was huge when I was in middle school, high school area. Same as the Key and Peele era. That song is huge. So whenever I hear sticks and stones can break my bones, I think of that before the saying. But no, yeah. I mean, it's it's the same way that across, they might not be rude or mean or say distasteful, but you don't have to like every person you're gonna meet. And I think realizing that about I don't like every person I meet. Not every person that meets me is gonna like me, and they're gonna see what they see about me. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if I was talking about with Trump. It doesn't matter if I cure cancer. If they don't like me, they don't like me, or they want to say some mean shit to me. It doesn't matter. So just really getting in touch with this guy that loves you is saying horrible shit to you. All right, brush it off. Shit doesn't matter. He's gonna calm down in 10 minutes anyway. Who fucking cares? But yeah, it's that's been a huge lesson for me. Just really only holding positive opinions about myself, and then only having people in my life that appreciate me as well. And then anyone who isn't, cool, blocked and deleted, out of my life immediately. Cutting people off has also been easy for me recently too. I don't care anymore.
Got you. Let me ask you this. So when you how do I say this? Basically off camera, through text messages between me and you, and seeing me up close, what was your first impression of me?
This is the guy I've been communicating with this whole time. I thought the way that my first impression was that you're super organized, and that because we got on and we you told me how the show's gonna work and everything, and I was like, okay, he's professional, he's organized, he's efficient. That was the first thing I thought, because I was some people are just so disorganized and they're just like, all right, let's just see what happens, like with
Yeah.
anything in life, like this context. But I really appreciated how like organized you were, and you were also like super, super, super receptive to like every single dumb question I had. Like you didn't make me feel dumb at all. I was just like, this guy's a cool guy. Like I like this guy. He's great,
Good. Like I try not to be. I could be. Look, I'm not a perfect person. Like sometimes I am a little bit sarcastic. But I'm not like sarcastic to be like mean. Like I'm sarcastic to be like in a funny way.
It's just funny, and it's like that's how I am too. And I have a huge problem where I'm like be so sarcastic and dry that like the joke goes over someone's head, and then I just look like a bitch, and then I have to like go out of my way to explain what I meant. I'm just like, all right, that's my fault. Like whatever.
Like basically, like they get like too sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm so like not sensitive about certain things that like when people do get sensitive about them, I'm like, oh, like yeah, that's my bad, or like, oh yeah, no, I wasn't saying that seriously, like that was a joke, I thought you got it, like
Yeah.
like especially with like I've never had that, like again, these like my friends, like all of my best friends, I've known them for like forever, like that's like my core people, like I've known them forever, so I never have to have a conversation with them like, oh, I'm just kidding, like they know how I am. But like with people who haven't known me forever, it's like, oh yeah, like I wasn't being serious there, and I don't know how to tell you it was just a joke without sounding condescending.
Got you. Next question. What habits or relationships need to be let go of?
In relation to me personally, or just like in general for everyone?
Let's say both. Personally.
So personally, first of all, I need to stop vaping eventually, but like I'm so scared to because my dad was like stick, and I think I told you like because you're a tall guy. My dad's 6'5", and he was like stick skinny when I was little.
He was built like a twig.
Yeah, he was like a twig, and then like as soon as like he stopped smoking cigarettes when I was like 5 years old. I think he stopped when I was 5 because I was like asking questions. Like, he stopped smoking and then he replaced like the like oral fixation of like cigarettes like with something else, and that ended up being like he would always have like food and stuff like that, And he's definitely not the only person that's been through that. So I need to quit vaping, but and this sounds so shallow, but I'm like, all right, well, we don't know what's in vapes. We know what's in cigarettes. Like, I'll sure, me and my generation, we're gonna be the guinea pigs and die at like 50 with COPD. Like, but like at the same time, I'm like, I'm not trying to go on Ozempic. Like, I don't want to replace the oral fixation of like, I've been hitting my stupid ass vape the entire time. Like, I'm like, oh shit, like I'm afraid to quit. So I think quitting vaping and to like any sort of nicotine anything is a big thing that myself and everyone else should be doing, but I'm afraid to do it. So we should leave that in 2025. Probably not going to, but
Do you feel like when you quit vaping, like it's gonna leave like a bad like withdrawal?
I've heard statistics that like sugar, I think it's like sugar and maybe nicotine too, like they're more addictive than like heroin. Like it's like that withdrawal of, you're not only losing like the nicotine as like a component, but you're losing that oral fixation of like being able to like smoke something or like hit something or whatever. So that, I think that like that part of withdrawal being like mental and physical is like that has to be like rough. Like I can't even imagine. Like I lose my vape for like a day, or my vape dies like once the store down the street that sells vapes is closed, and I'm like, what am I doing the rest of the night? Like what's gonna happen? Can I sleep? Like what? Like I freak out mentally. It's like such a bad habit.
Got you. And then what because like you mentioned your dad like with the whole like cigarettes and like, so would you say like your dad like got you into vaping, or was it something else?
And he would want me to say that since he retired, been doing yoga all the time, and he's like great shape and jacked now, but like just used to seeing him with like some sort of food at all times. But no, definitely not. Like I I mean, like, I think I started smoking cigarettes when I was like, I started with cigarettes first because like vapes weren't a thing really. Like, I mean, they were, but it wasn't like common for people to vape when I was in like high school. Like there were like kids who did it, but it wasn't like how if you walked into a high school today, like every kid has a geek bar in their pocket. Like, so no, definitely not any influence from my dad. But I was kind of a little shit when I was in high school too. Like I was bad. Like I was like 15 years old
You was a
smoking like
rebel.
I was smoking like a third of a pack of Cowboy Killers, like Marlboro Reds. Like I was like going through a pack every 3 days, like from 16 to vapes and stuff. But like I was still smoking cigs. Like I was doing both at one point. But yeah, it wasn't until I was like 20 that I fully like stopped on cigs and like only like had the vape. So like that was just like my badass dumbass little friend that I hung out with in high school. Like just like bad, we were all bad influences on each other. There wasn't like a ringleader of who was doing the worst. Like,
And like,
yeah,
wait, so at the time, like you didn't know about like the health like side effects?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, like, there's articles. Like, I feel like you could Google like risks of vaping and like things will come up. But I feel like where we are with vapes now is where cigarettes were in like the late 50s, early 60s, kind of, where like people like didn't really know the full effects. And then I think it wasn't until like I remember my history correctly. I think it was sometime in the 60s that like they figured out that like cigarettes are bad and they are directly related to certain forms of cancer. So I feel like we're kind of in that era right now. The only difference though is that when it happened with cigarettes, people didn't even like it didn't even clock to them originally that like it could be for you, you know, like they just were like, oh cool, cigarettes, whatever. And then like studies started coming out and lobbyist companies and marketing companies tried to bury that stuff. So that was like completely new to everyone that cigarettes are bad for you. But I think now the only difference is like we know that there's nothing good that can come from hitting like Chinese chemicals like all day, you know, and like nicotine all day. But we don't know exactly what's gonna happen.
Got you. And then like, so you said that you are on the verge of quitting. Do you know like when?
Oh no, I need to quit, but I don't know when I'm going to. Shit, you might have me back on and I'm still hitting that thing. Like
Yeah, time will tell.
he has like he has pretty bad anxiety, like especially like he has like separation anxiety. So like when I'm not home, he like pulls out his hair. So like it's been really rough for me on days that I'm like going into the office or like I've always been really cool with my boss and like so I'll spend the night in his guest bedroom if I'm in Orange County and stuff like that. Like so like I'm on a bedroom like on the opposite side of the house and I just like bring my stuff with me if I know that like it's gonna be too late for me to drive home to LA. And like he gets like I feel so bad because I'm like Oscar, like I can't stay home with you 24/7, but like I feel so bad for him. I'm like, you don't have to like be anxious. But he's so used to me working from home or like being home 24/7.
Wait, so you have a close bond with your boss?
Yeah, I worked for him originally in like 2023, and I was like his like originally I was his assistant, and then he was like, "Why'd you quit?" And I was like, "You had me on call 24/7, and I couldn't get a second job because of it, and like I couldn't make rent with what you were paying me. Like that wasn't like the rate he was paying me was like $200 less than my rent, and like it would be different if I'd be able to get like a second job or have like XYZ hours per day that like I could like I don't know, go be a bartender or something. Like I used to be a server and a bartender like whenever I was in like a jam and needed a job immediately. And he was like I was like, yeah, like you weren't paying me enough to make my rent and I like I was gonna like I can't just keep pulling out my savings to like have money to like buy essentials and like, you know, like live, I don't know, and then like pull out an extra rent, like, you know. And then so he was like, okay, you're right. Like, let's give you a raise and then you'll go from assistant to agent. And I was like, cool. Like, all right, yeah, I can work for you again.
Like out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I was thinking of him because like I think I told you I got jumped. Like that's how I got my back injury.
Mhm.
When I got jumped, I thought of him and I was like, damn, like Michael would know what to do in this situation. Like, and then I was like, I wonder if like he has work in LA that he needs me for. Cause I like, we would like talk and we would like, not like talk, like we stayed friendly and he would like send me like things on Instagram and I would like, send him DMs back or like funny things that I find. Like, so we stayed close the entire time. It was like me quitting wasn't ever, he never took it as like anything other than like, just I need to pay my bills. And also I was moving to LA because he's based out of Orange County. And so yeah, when he was like, oh yeah, let's give you a raise and then like let's just like promote your like job title, I was like, yeah, cool.
What is your New Year's resolutions that you made for the end of 2025 leading to the start of 2026?
I think just be better in every aspect of life. I want to, with like, I think that a lot of people, and I'm sure you can relate to this, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. Like when you have like a work routine, you kind of get lazy on stuff and kind of like start to prioritize like things like TV or video games. Like I know I'm guilty of both. Like, I want to be more productive with my time and like
Who watches TV anymore? Like you have the streaming services now. Oh, you still watch TV? Okay.
shows. I was like, no, like it's funny. My apartment came with cable and like I have like a TV that came with my apartment. I didn't even realize that I had cable until like recently. Like I've been here since June and I didn't even realize that I didn't have cable until like very recently. Or that I did have cable until recently. But yeah, like again, the streaming services, like anything I want to watch is like at my fingertips between like what like me and my family are like all subscribed to and we all share passwords and stuff like that. Like it's just too easy to like lay in bed and just watch TV like whenever I want. So I definitely want to like I do a lot of reading. I'll say that. Like that's like something I do that's like positive, but I want to just like use my free time to engage in the hobbies that I really like instead of just like closing my laptop and getting lazy, like, or coming home from a long day getting lazy. Like and then on top of that, like just as part of being better, like eat healthier. I don't really eat a lot of junk food, but I'm really bad at remembering that I need to eat, so that's a problem. And then just
Are
yeah.
you somebody that like only eats like one meal a day?
Oh yeah, like it's not even like it's not an internalized thing. It's not like a body image issue or anything like that. It's just like I just like don't get hungry super often and then like but when I do get hungry it's like I need something like now, like so then I end up eating like oh I could make ramen in like 5 minutes. Like even I'm a really good cook, I love to cook and I'm really good at it, and it's like um I just like don't remember to eat and I hate cooking for one, so I just end up like eating junk because I'm like I'm gonna throw up if I don't eat like in the next 10 minutes. Like
What's the longest? Like, what's like the one day that you went like without eating, like, and then you remembered like to eat? Like, what time was that? Like when you remembered to eat?
my longest streak that I forgot to eat 4 days.
4 days.
4 days. I didn't eat at all. And it's like I was like I was kind of going through some stuff at the time, so I was like I wasn't even like thinking about it like that, but then like I like kind of like snapped out of it at one point and was like, when's the last time I like digested anything? Like besides because I don't drink soda, I don't like flavored drinks. Like I'll drink Gatorade if I'm like sick or something like that just for the electrolytes, but like otherwise like I only drink water, so it's like, and it's not a health thing or anything like that. It's just personal preference. I don't love it, so like, not gonna like drink something sugary just to drink it. Like any vice I can get avoid, I just avoid. But
Yeah. Like you said 4 days. Like I can't do like within a day within one day. Like
yeah,
I have to eat something like my stomach like becomes like crampy and like I just feel like the world is gonna end if I don't eat.
and you're like mad and like just in a horrible mood and being mean to everyone. Like that, I used to be like that, but like the problem that I have is I once I hit that 4-day mark, your stomach kind of like adapts to it, and like I don't know if it physically shrinks or if your appetite shrinks or what it is, but after like day 1, every day after that like just became like easier and easier and easier. And I had to like actually like think like when was the last time I ate and how can I remedy this? But it's not like it's a horrible thing to do to your body for obvious reasons, but then like on top of that, like I wasn't like trying to lose weight or anything like that. Like it was just like literally just forgot like to eat. Like it just didn't even cross my mind. I just had no appetite. And it's like your body, like when you do eventually eat after waiting that long, like your body hangs on to every single like carb, fat, sugar, protein, everything because it doesn't know when it's going to get sustenance again. So I felt like I ate and I was just like, why do I feel like shit? Like I should feel better right now. And it just like hurt. Like it like physically hurt to like eat again. So definitely never doing that again. And I have to like every mom on the phone, she's like, oh, like, are you remembering to eat? And I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, thank you. Like it's nice to have her looking out for me like that. But yeah, it's just like it was horrible. Like I hated it. Like eating again, like it hurt. You would think that I'd be like, oh my god, I feel so much better. Like the opposite.
Yeah, like definitely, like when you have gone like without eating, like and then like you eat again, it's just it messes up your like your stomach like intake.
Absolutely. And then it's also like I knew this going into it when I was like, I have to eat something. Like it was like I knew I couldn't just like get McDonald's because I'd be like sick. Like I like started off with like a piece of bread, and then like even like the bread texture in my mouth was like it was like repulsive to me. Even though like I like bread, I love bread. Like I just like I'll randomly like if I have to like eat something and I don't feel like making something or I just like need something in my stomach immediately, I just like grab a piece of bread and just eat that like plain like so bland, but it's like I don't mind it. But yeah, it's like I had to like start with bread, and then I eventually worked up to like chicken broth and bread, and then like, but yeah, there's a point actually where I had like a weird. They couldn't figure out what it was. I went to like a few doctors for it, but there was like a period of time where I couldn't eat anything and keep it down, and so that was what led to like the 4-day streak because I just like couldn't like handle it. And then so I was eating like only chicken broth or like rice, a little bit of rice with a lot of chicken broth in it for a while. But like I saw a few nutritionists and like a doctor, and like they couldn't even like place what was wrong with me. Like they were just like I don't know what to tell you. Like so they think it might have been anxiety related or something, but yeah, that was like a really tough period. So now I make such a conscious effort to be like, I don't care what my appetite is, I have to eat something. And I'm hoping to like take that energy into this year and like get better at cooking for one, because I do love food. I'm like definitely like a little bit of foodie. I'm a little like particular. Like I'm not picky, but I'm like particular about like quality and stuff like that. So I'll like get better at cooking for myself.
Okay, all right, and then okay, yeah. So following up with that question, what do you think is the most common New Year's resolution?
Gym.
Exercise.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's funny. Like I mentioned, like my favorite creator like made this video about Planet Fitness earlier. Fitness runs on the reason that their memberships are so cheap is because they run on the people that are like, okay, this year I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna be a new me and whatever. And Planet Fitness is so cheap that it like if you get auto like what is it like auto drafted like whatever it's called per month, like you know they just pull it from your account. It's like 15 or like $20 or something like that, and it's not enough for you to be like, oh, like this is making a dent in my account. So they have like, and their equipment lasts a lot longer because it's not being used, but like that, like that's literally an example of like people saying they're going to get in shape and then businesses like running with that.
I've heard that Planet Fitness equipment is fake.
It's horrible. I had a membership at one point because I was like, I like that they have tanning and they have like, like I was paying the little extra fee for the tanning, but yeah, the equipment sucks. Like everything sucks. It's all like the cheapest shit you've been on in your life, but I mean it works, but yeah, they don't have to replace any equipment at the rate that LA Fitness, 24 Hour Fitness, Gold's Gym, like any of those places do. Like they just like they can keep their equipment for so much longer because their business model is built around signing people up that are never going to go to the gym.
Yeah, because like from my first like gym that I went to, that was my go to was Club Metro, and I don't know if they still are in business. And like my second gym was Blink.
Okay, are those? They must be Jersey. I've never heard of those, but
You ever heard of Blink or Club Metro?
I don't think so. But I'm also not like a gym rat type person. Like I'm good at like home exercises, and like I'm really really good at weightless exercises. So like that's kind of like
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Home exercises.
yeah, and it's like I did ROTC and like my first semester I got medically disqualified. I didn't like kick myself out. Like but I was in college like my first semester doing ROTC and like I was doing PT like I had to do it like okay, so I was doing Air Force and that was at another college. So I commuted to that college once a week. And then on my days that I wasn't commuting to that college, like I don't think it was 5 days a week. It was at least 3 days a week though. I was doing PT with like the Army ROTC people at my school. Like I was familiar.
Wait, say again?
Oh, I said I went to Bloomsburg University. Like, are you familiar with it? We have
Blooms.
a lot of people from Jersey go there because it's like even the out of state tuition is cheaper than like Jersey state schools for whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was at Bloomsburg doing Army PT, and then I would go do Air Force PT at a school near like Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And all we did was weightless exercises, like running exercises and like like a lot of like anything you can do like in like a formation, like push-ups, burpees, like that sort of stuff we were doing like every morning. And it just like put such a routine in me that I'm like, oh, I don't need a gym membership. I just need like motivation to like do it.
Yeah.
So it's like home exercises, like all you need is a yoga mat and like some YouTube videos. Like you're set.
Yeah, that's it. Like seriously, like because like YouTube is like it has all the workout tutorials that you need, and it's not like if you have the money, like you could buy the weights or like the resistance bands because I use resistance bands a lot for like curling and like for other like workouts.
There was at one point, this was so funny. I was doing a lot of like the most ratchet shit I've done in my life, but if it works, it works. There was like I was doing yoga for a bit, and also YouTube, you can look up like yoga for anything. Like so, for example, like I would like do yoga for core strengthening, and then before bed, I would do yoga before bed, and like they're like people make videos like for very specific like parts of the day or parts of things you want to work, whatever. But I was doing yoga and I was like, okay, this is like a little too easy. And then they were like, you can add ankle weights to it. And I was like, well, I don't have ankle weights, but I got a 12 pack of LaCroix and some duct tape. And so I literally like I duct taped cans of LaCroix to my leg because I was like, why would I do that when I always have seltzer water at my apartment. Like the fuck? Like so I literally like would tape weights to my ankles, and I'm like, shit, I'm saving some money. Like, big.
Did it work?
Oh my god, it worked so well. Like, I was the definition of white trash if you walked in on me doing it, but it worked well. I was like, this is a little more challenging, and I feel like I'm actually like pushing myself. Like, it's great. Like, I'm like recently like a huge fan of yoga just because like, so my dad does it, and like, he got in shape like amazing shape. Like I mentioned earlier, like he gained a ton of weight after he stopped smoking cigs, but now that he's retired, he has free time. Like he's in really good shape now. And one of my roommates, who I love her to death, Maya, she moved out when her lease was up, but she's a yoga instructor, and like she's always in such a good mood. She's such a positive person. Like, and I was like, what are you doing to not not be a bitch like the rest of us. Like, oh, you're doing yoga, you're teaching yoga. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get on that because I need to stop being a bitch. Like.
Yeah, like I feel like you have to find something that makes you like positive, like in this world. Like if you can't find anything, and then like you'll just be thinking about a lot of like negative thoughts.
Yeah, I think another thing you asked. Okay, I'm gonna bring up my own prompt. So you asked like what you think the most common New Year's, and I think that
Yeah.
it's always gonna be get in shape or get skinnier, or lose weight or gain muscle or whatever. But I think like, people need to focus more on things they can do for themselves. So like, for example, like I'm working on like negativity and like the things that I bring into my life need to benefit me. Like the people I have in my life need to benefit me. Be positive people or funny or something, but like, and then I realized like I'm always here for people, but I need to be a bit more selective about the people I'm there for, if that makes sense. Like, because like if all you're gonna do is come to me with your problems, like I can't have you in my life, But I'm the type of person that's ever gonna be like, no, sorry, I don't have the emotional bandwidth to like talk today. Like, like, but at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna keep someone around if all they do is bitch,
Yeah, like they're gonna be a distraction.
And it brings like, even if you're doing great in life, if you're absorbing negative stuff 24/7, it's gonna have a toll on you. Like I don't know, I'm not gonna give any detail about who in case anyone I know sees this, but like there was someone in my life who was like, I was being negative at that point and I was being a bitch, and they were like, I don't need this, like I don't, like I'm done. And I was like, you know what, like this is my one like moment, like this is like it's like a 1 to 10 ratio of like something bad happens and I tell it, like there's 10 more times that something bad happened to them and they made it my problem. And so for like, oh, I don't need this in my life, I'm done, I was like, you know what, like good, you know what, that's cool, like I think I'm good too, like cool, bye, like that's it. So I think I need to be more proactive about cutting people off instead of waiting for them to stop.
So like, and another way you're trying like to like improve like mental health and like be more happier and positive.
Anything positive I can bring into my life is like, that's never going to be a bad thing for anyone ever. And I just like, I think that I don't think this is a me problem, but I think this is an everyone problem. We have like subtle negative things in our life that we just need to like cut out, but sometimes it's so subtle you don't realize that it's a problem until it's out of your life, and then you're like, wait, like why is my life suddenly so much better? But again, like these things are subtle. No one goes out of their way to be like a horrible person or to make your day worse or like make their problems your problems, but these things happen subconsciously sometimes. And like I think that it would benefit everyone to just kind of be more aware of like the signs of these things. And it's gonna take a lot of work for me too, because like I'm trying to be less of a people pleaser, and I think a lot of people have that people pleaser tendency where they don't realize that something's toxic when it is.
Yeah, like look, you have the whole year. Like you don't have no time limit, like no rush. Yeah, you have the whole year like to work on that.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things where I'm being realistic about like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm gonna lose this many pounds, or I'm gonna gain this much weight and muscle. Like it because like if you don't meet your goal, or if life happens and you can't meet your goal at all, like it's just not feasible, like you're just setting yourself up for failure if it doesn't work out the way you want it to. So all of my resolutions have really just been like working on something or working towards something, but not having like a specific I have to do this kind of goal.
Okay, all right. And for our question of the day, and last question, what is your one word theme or intention for 2026?
Positivity.
Positivity.
Yeah, I think I think everything I want to do this year just boils down to like having good people around me, doing good things for myself, and just like cutting out any negativity that's gonna bring.
Wait, say that last part again.
Oh, any negativity that's gonna bring me down because like I truly cannot afford to be negative right now. Like I gotta move forward. Like
Got you. And wait, I don't know if we talked about did you try therapy before?
I have my only issue with it is that it's really really hard to find someone that you get along with, and it's like I the type of person I am is like I'll try it and then be like, yeah, I'm not vibing and I'm not trying to go meet 5 different people and like not connect with them. So I get like very impatient, but I had a really, really good therapist at one point and I moved so like it wasn't like feasible for me to like go to her anymore. But she was incredible. Like I really, really loved her. And she doesn't do Zoom or telehealth or anything like that, so I couldn't like keep being with her. But I think therapy is great. I think that the people who say they don't need therapy the most. And I think that
Mm-hmm.
everyone kind of needs, you know, like, and someone who you can talk to that isn't just like I'm not your therapist. I'm no one's therapist. You can tell me what's wrong. Like I said earlier, like the people closest to me, like please tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's going on in your life. But I can't be guaranteed to give you good advice. So I think it's like really valuable for people to have someone that they can talk to about what's going on and just have someone to go to for advice when they need it.
Are you still doing therapy?
I should be, but no.
Got you. So what are you doing like in the meantime, like for like therapy?
Um Nothing. Like, I take some meds, you know. I take some meds to keep me cool. And then really it's just
Prescribed?
what'd you say?
Prescribed or like over the counter?
100%. Like no anything. Like but yeah, their prescription, don't worry. I see a psychiatrist and like, you know, he and I talk about like it's like it's more so on like the med side though. So like, you know, he asked me how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, that sort of thing, but it's not like therapy. It's more so like how are the meds working for you type thing. But my version of therapy now is like anytime I feel like I'm too wrapped up in my head and like and this is gonna sound so corny, but it's like this is what works for me. Every time I'm like too wrapped up in my head or I feel myself getting super depressed, I'm like, I have this cat who loves me more than anything in the world, and I love him more than anything in the world, but I am his whole world. And like he's so friendly. Like everyone that meets him is like I've never met a cat like this in my life before. Like he's just like that friendly. Like my roommate has a dog and he does and my roommate's dog is so sweet. Like just like him, doesn't have an aggressive bone in her body. But you would think that Oscar would like, you know, being a cat, seeing a dog that's he's low energy, she's high energy, you'd think he'd freak out, but he like the most he's ever done is be like and they like hang out together and they love each other. Like it's like that's how friendly he is. Like he gets along with everyone and everything. And just like having him has made such a difference in my life where if I ever feel like I'm like too wrapped up in my head or I'm starting to get depressed or starting to get like anxious or something, I'm like, I have this little guy here who's like my best friend in the world. Like he's like my kid and like I he like makes me feel so much better like anytime.
Got you. There's this movie that I recently watched. It's called Merv, and wait a second.
What is it?
It's called Merv.
Okay.
MERV, and it's about this couple that has a dog, and like they recently wait a second.
I was saying, why does that sound so familiar? Like I feel like I've heard of it.
Yeah, Zoe Deschanel, she stars in it.
Talking about, I've never seen it and I don't know the plot, so like tell me about it.
Yeah, so basically, like just to keep it short, like it's about like this couple, that's broken apart, after basically, um, he tried to propose to her, but then like, in some scenes, like it talks about like how like she can't have kids,
Yeah.
And then like that's what really like brought down the relationship. And then they still like are like co-sharing this dog,
Aw,
and the
teenage.
dog ends up becoming depressed because their relationship is apart after the breakup, and they're trying to cheer up the dog by still like being friends, but it's hard for them because like that breakup like was just so traumatic, like that they couldn't they can't like see eye to eye, like it's just so hard for them.
That's like, I never had that issue with my ex. Like I was like, so I mentioned earlier that like we had a cat that he adopted her literally like I forget if I mentioned how he got her, but like he was like in the hood, like in like a really bad area of LA, and this like lady who was like, she was very open about it. He didn't make the assumption. She was very open about like, I am selling this kitten because I need money to buy fentanyl. And like my ex like just was like, yeah, here, like I'll take the cat, like here's $20, like whatever, like just give me the cat. And he brought her home, and she's like, she was so sweet. She grew up with both of us, and then when we broke up and got our own, neither of us kept the apartment. We both like broke the lease and just got new places. So that being said, like this is a cat that I knew like as a baby, and I like helped raise her and all that. So it wasn't like the same as like we felt like we had to split her, but like, cause again, I took Oscar, he took Rigby, like we're cool, like, but he likes to go out a lot and I don't. So I immediately was like, Oscar always needs a friend, and like Rigby, she's really smart, and so she like gets really like antsy and bored and like destructive when she's by herself for too long. So I'm always like, hey, like if you're going out for the weekend, you don't know when you're gonna be home next. Just like drop her off on Thursday night and then pick her up whenever. So it's kind of a similar situation like to what I'm in, but it's more so like me volunteering, just like, hey, like bring Rigby over. Like Oscar would love to see her. Like he misses her. Like they get along so well. Well, no, it's funny because like she's little and Oscar's like big for a male cat, and he's this is how friendly he is. He just like lets her like she'll just like hit him. Like she'll just do this to him. And he is
Yeah.
so like, and he just like, and she'll hiss at him, and he's like, "Oh, we're playing." Like, you know, it's like that's the type of guy he is. But yeah, I'm kind of in like that similar situation, but on the opposite end, because it works out for me because I get to see this cat that I helped raise. It works out for Oscar. He gets to have a friend that he can play with when I'm not home. Works out for my ex. He can go out, not have to worry about taking care of the cat. And it's just it works well for everyone. Like it's like the opposite. Literally, actually, it's the opposite of that scenario.
Got you. So like your cat's like never got like depressed, like because you guys are not together anymore.
Never. Like Oscar, like he'll see my ex, and like he's like obviously like he doesn't like run to him like, oh, I missed you. He runs to him like, oh, there's a person here. Like I want to like see the person. I want to say hi to this person. Like
Yeah.
I registered, and then I think Rigby is more so just like she's so smart, and she's like and also she's so scrappy that like she just needs something to do or someone to play with or like just be around someone all day. And like he works weird hours too, so she's alone by herself like a lot. And it's just like she would do better in a house with two cats, but like I I can't see him getting a second cat. Like there's no way. So I
Got you.
stepped
So
in.
like basically like
What'd you say?
got no you were saying.
Oh no, that's all I had.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, like in a way, like because you said it's opposite from like your situation. So like in a way, like you could say that like dogs like get easily like depressed like more than cats.
Oh my god, yeah, like cats are also like it's not uncommon for a cat to like bond to one person even if they're like equally cared for by two people. So like my cat Olive, for example, she was the one I was telling you about that was like missing her left arm. Like my first cat ever, like the sweetest cat in the world with me, but then like she was really, really skittish around everyone else. So like even like, towards the end of her life, like when my ex and I were living together, like she'd like if she came up to him and like sat near him, he'd be like, "Oh my god, Allie, like Olive is sitting with me." Like, so cats really, I wouldn't say all cats, but a lot of cats like bond to one person, and that's not uncommon. So with Rigby not having me in her life every day, with her being with my ex, like it wasn't like a big deal to her at all. And she loves me. She like, but it didn't like she didn't get depressed about it. Like I don't even think it registered to her. But like dogs are like so much more social and friendly, and like, they kind of like rely on that like pack bond that cats don't. That yeah, I can see them getting like depressed if there's one less person in their life that they're used to.
Got you. Let me ask you this. To end it. Have you ever took your cat like on like a girls trip?
No. It's just like with a dog, you can like kind of bring dogs places, as long as you give them a walk, let them out, like let them go to the bathroom, whatever. With cats, it's like I have to bring the litter box and I have to get them, like wrestle them into the carrier and like all that. So I kind of like plan around my cat. It's like I'm only ever gonna be gone for like one night at a time. Like 24 hours is like my maximum, and
Mhm.
then like they can last longer. Like they can probably go like 3-4 days by themselves. Like I've definitely had to do that in the past, like where it's been like, okay, I'm putting out a giant bowl of food, you guys are old enough to like regulate your food intake, like you'll be cool. But like you can't do that with a dog. But with a cat, it's like they have their bathroom inside, they don't need to go on walks, like everything like that. But like the most I've done recently was like, um if I know I'm gonna like not be home for like a night, with if I have something like five, like with the nature of my job, like I could be working until like 2 in the morning. If I'm like, I can't say what, like obviously it's nothing like illegal or like scandalous or like anything
Yeah, you
gross.
don't have to go into detail. Yeah.
Yeah, like there are nights like if I'm working, I could be out of the house till like 1 a.m. and I don't want to drive like an hour from where I am back to my house in LA. And
Mhm.
there have been nights where I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna bring Oscar and his litter box and his food and everything with me and drop him like where I'm staying first. And he just, he won't come and do work with me, but I'm just like, yeah, like I'll drop him where I'm staying if I know that I'm not gonna be home that night, and just bring him with me because like I don't like. There's just some nights where it's like going all the way back to LA is like a fucking hassle. Like, oh, he wants to say hi. Hey.
What's he wearing?
He's wearing a cone. He's been kind of picking at his fur recently. He's very anxious, so like I'll take it off so you can see him. Um, he's very anxious and he's been kind of like picking at himself and oops, hey. Um, so I keep the cone on him, but he's so weird. The other day I took off his cone because I was like, oh, maybe he needs a break from the cone. Like I'm here. If he starts picking again, I can just like put his cone back on. He literally, I took his cone off and he started crying and stood next to his cone. And I was like, are you telling me to put it back on? And as soon as I put it back on, he like stopped crying and went back to what he was doing. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
You are,
Like in a way, he was
you are,
trying to tell you put that cone back on.
it's crazy. I'm like, you would think that he'd be like, oh, thank God the cone isn't on. But no, he loves his
Yeah.
cone now.
Yeah. Wait,
He's
I
so,
didn't know like cones like they put cones on cats too. I thought it was only for dogs.
it's, I had a plastic cone when he got fixed, and like I I can't imagine a plastic, like like the cone of shame. Like I had one of those cones, like, and I got it for him after he got like fixed so that he wouldn't like pick at it or anything. But this one, I don't know if dogs do this, but it's like soft and like squishy and like so it's comfortable for him. It's called a donut cone, but yeah, like
Mhm.
wears this for most of the day, doesn't give a fuck. Like he's so weird. Like he likes it, but I don't know if you watch Stranger Things, but like the Demogorgon. If you do,
Yeah, it's basically like shaped like their head,
I
like their
like
face too.
Demogorgon lately because I've been watching the new season, and yeah, I was calling him a little Demogorgon recently just because like he looks like that with how
Yeah,
they like
I
spread
just
out.
finished it.
Oh my god, don't spoil it. I haven't. Okay, last night I
No,
watched
I'm
like
not.
15.
I'm not.
Good. I watched like 15 minutes of it last night, and I was just like, I'm going to bed. I can't do this right now. I gotta like sit down
Wait,
and watch
what's
it.
episode?
The last one.
Uh, wait, which one's the last one? Because all the episodes are.
It came out last night. Like it came out like just like last night.
Yeah, so the last one.
Yeah, the one that's like
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah, I watched 15 minutes and I was just like, I don't have the bandwidth to like do this right now. Like I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. Like, it's New Year's Eve. I was a little turned,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I can't absorb anything that's happening right now. So I like literally like anything I see Stranger Things related on Instagram, I just immediately like or on Twitter, like I just scroll past like so quick.
Yeah, because you're not trying to get spoiled.
No, and okay, so this is the most I'll ask you. Yes or no only. No spoilers.
Okay. Wait, say again?
No spoilers. Yes or no only. Did you like it? Like the ending?
Let me see.
Do you feel like it because this series came out like
I would say yes.
Yeah, like we're around the same age. The series came out when we were like young. Like it's been like I think what like 10 years since season 1, like something crazy. Like do you think that the ending did a justice to how long the show's been running for?
They could have done a little more. So I'm gonna say I'm a little bit in the middle. Like maybe.
Did you did you watch it at home or did you go to the theater?
I watched that whole. I'm not.
What I was thinking. I was like, there is no fucking way I am stepping foot into that theater. No
for
way.
a 2-hour episode, like I've never seen anything like that of theaters like putting out like a 2-hour episode like in theaters. Like you could watch it at home.
It's funny. My friend like kind of like broke the system. He came up with he figured out the infinite free movie glitch. So apparently like I think it was AMC. They were running a promo that's like if you buy a Stranger Things ticket, then you immediately they send you a $20 gift card.
Yeah, I saw that too. Cause like I looked and did some research and went on AMC online and I didn't buy the ticket. I just I bought let me see how I do. I clicked on the ticket and then I went to the part like where it said $20 like food and drinks like credit like will be sent to you.
And it was so funny too because like we were talking about it and I was like, okay, so the ticket is less than $20, and if you buy this many Stranger Things tickets, you'll have this much money towards free movies. And like we were like doing the math, like, oh wait, okay, so you could potentially have like XYZ amount of free movies if a movie ticket costs this much, which I don't know how it is like back home anymore, but like out here it's like $17 to go see a after like fees and everything, not including like food and drink or anything, like just literally.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, so if you go to like they do like day of the week matinee for like $5, something like that, like at most movie theaters.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah. And then so we were like, okay, so if you and he was like, the tickets work and the gift card works even if you buy the Tuesday and Wednesday like cheap movie thing. And then we're sitting there, we're like, how many tickets would you need to buy in order to get double your money's or like some percentage of your money's worth in free movie tickets using these gift cards? So we were just like, sitting there doing the math, and then it's like, man, if I can do the math on this, I could do math on like real life stuff probably, right? I just spent way too much time doing movie theater ticket math.
No, seriously, because like you know what's crazy? Like I'm looking at these movie theaters and like it was packed out. It was sold out. Like people actually went to the theaters to go watch this episode.
And it's crazy to me to like think about because I'm sitting there like I've seen videos of people during Star Wars in movie theaters, the Minecraft movies in theaters, like Wicked. I think they had the Taylor Swift tour in concert, like or the Taylor theaters of her concert, like that sort of thing. And it's like the fans are so fucking annoying that I'm like, there's no way this shit wouldn't happen like in the Stranger Things in theaters. Like I just be mad as hell the whole time. Like and also I'd be spending money when it's just on my TV for free. Like
seriously, like, and you know what's crazy? It's funny that you mentioned Minecraft because like they did the whole like throw the popcorn at the screen in the movie theaters when they said chicken jockey.
like it's like one of those things where there are a few movies like okay, so are you familiar with the movie The Room?
The Room, is that with Pete Davidson? No, that's The Home. The Room, I never heard of it. No, never heard.
Second question, because you might know what I'm talking about. Are you familiar with the movie Disaster Artist with James and Dave Franco?
Yes.
Okay, The Room.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen like a trailer for it.
Okay, you have to watch Disaster Artist. It's like, it's the honest to God, I think it might be the funniest, but also like you like feel emotional and like it's one of the like I felt so many emotions watching that movie. Like it's like crazy, but it's so fucking funny. But the movie that the movie is about is The Room, and it's considered the worst movie that's ever been made. So when they do theater screenings of that movie, people are like yelling at the screen and they're like throwing stuff and whatever, but that's part of like the lore of going to see it in person. And then I think Rocky Horror Picture Show kind of has that same energy of like, you know, you're going there not even to like sit down and watch the movie. You're going there for like the experience of going to see it. Like, I'm not for Stranger Things. I'm not doing that for fucking Star Wars. I don't even like Star Wars like that. Like, come on, like, but it's like, don't try and turn it into an experience when it doesn't have to be. Like, I'm watching it at home. I'm watching it in my bed, in the comfort of my own home. I'll watch
No,
it.
seriously.
Go out for a ticket. Like, come on.
Yeah, like seriously, like you could like wait for like a actual like good movie like to come out in theaters like to watch it where like it's not on TV yet and you have to wait like 45 days like for it to like come on like DVD and whatnot and or digital.
And also, all these streaming services now, it's crazy. Like, I'll go see a movie in theaters, and then like the day after, I like Amazon Prime is like one of the subscriptions, like the Amazon Prime Video. I'll be scrolling through, like I like the same movie I paid $17 to like see in theaters yesterday. Like, I could have paid $20 to like watch in my house and like rent it for 48 hours, and then like you know, you rent it for 48 hours and I share accounts with my family and they share their accounts with me and everything like that. So like not only am I paying $20, but like my family can watch it too from wherever we are in the country. And like it's just like some movies it's like really cool to see in person. Like I would not Avatar is one of those movies where it's like you got to see it in theaters if you can, you know? But like other I'm going to get the same experience whether it's like on my TV and I'm laying in bed watching it, or if I'm in the theater watching it. Like, you know.
But look, ain't no way that I'm watching Avatar like for 3 hours. Like,
Oh,
I'm
gonna get so bored. Like, I'm gonna go see it. Don't get me wrong, but like,
yeah.
I'm bored as shit for like 2 of those hours.
Because I think I mentioned to you the Oppenheimer movie. And like how like that was like in the same like runtime like for like 3 hours 4 hours.
I'm gonna like this. I saw that movie in theaters twice.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah, I loved that movie so much that like the first time I saw it, I literally went by myself because I was like, fuck it, like no one's free right now. Like I want to see this movie. I'm gonna go see this movie. And then
yeah, I'll be doing the same thing too. Like I just be going by myself. Like
it's also like the movies like it's a dark room. No one's looking at you weird like for being by yourself, you know. So I went by myself, and my like boyfriend at the time, my ex, like his friend really wanted to see it, and I was like already over at his house, so I was like, yeah, like I'll come with you guys, like I'll see it again, like it was a good ass movie, like. And then I've also watched it like another time, like you know, like streaming from home, but it was such a good movie. That yeah, I was like, fuck it, like, and the theater experience was like so much different than the at home experience because like they purposefully cranked it up like at the like for volume like or lights or whatever at certain moments like in theaters that like you just can't experience that from home. So I remember I was talking to my aunt about it and like I was like she asked I told her I saw it and she was like, "Oh, like how'd you like it whatever?" And I was like, "It's great if you don't have sensory issues, but like if you're sensitive to like light or noise like or like just loud like anything, it's going to be a problem and you might or like it's but it was like really cool like and the reasons that they did those things were like sick. Like it was so good."
Wait, did you go see the IMAX version?
No, that's the thing. I only saw it in like a normal movie theater.
I'm over the okay because like I think when I went to go see it, the noise wasn't really that loud. Like they kept that at like a normal level for the noise.
They so they only did it at certain parts. Like so like the part where the bomb like goes off is like they amped up the noise like crazy on that part and then like the light I think they fucked with the lighting on that part too, but it was like they specifically like chose certain moments within the movie to turn it into like something that like kind of like they wanted to replicate the experience of watching a nuke go off the closest they could in like a movie. So it was like it wasn't the whole time. It was just like certain moments that's like, oh yeah, if you had sensory issues, like I can see you freaking out right now. Like I can see you hating this.
Because if you had to rate that movie, like what would you rate it out of 10?
Um on my personal scale of like where I would put it as far as like movies like that I consider my favorites, I don't think it would. I think it would, if anything, it would be like 9 or 10, just because like it's not the genre I would normally watch, so it's not gonna rank up there with the genres I like. But honestly, like I honestly that was what like 2024, I think, right?
I believe so. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
Let me see.
there was that like whole.
Um,
I did see Barbie like the same weekend, but I would rank it like one of the best
yeah,
movies of the year. Like for production value, acting, writing, like everything. It was like amazing.
2023.
Oh, wait, actually, yeah, that makes more sense. That all came out like Barbie and Oppenheimer came out like I think like a month before I moved to California, like if not like weeks before I moved to California. So that makes more sense.
Got you. All
Yeah.
right, so now we're at the outro portion where I do appreciate you coming on this podcast episode. We did have a lot to talk about, and if you want to come on for a second episode, you can. We both have each other contacts. And if you have any like closures, shout outs or like messages for our viewers and audience, like related to the topic that we talked about or in general, now the floor is yours.
I hope everyone has a wonderful New Year's and everyone, if they have sticks to their goals, achieves them. And shout out to I don't know. I'm not. Oh, my brother is. He just got booked for a festival. If you're on the East Coast, his band is called Aroma. It's grindcore. It sounds like Fork in the Garbage Disposal music, but it's good, and he's really good at what he does. Yeah. Shout out my brother. Shout out Aroma. Check them
Wait, you
out.
said a fork in the garbage disposal?
You put a like most people would think that it sounds like if you put a metal fork in the garbage disposal and then turned it on, and it's just like it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you like it though.
I love it. And I also, anything my brother does, like, that's my best friend in the world. I'll support him, like, till the day I die. So, but I'm super proud of him for, he signed to a label recently. He is, like, on a festival lineup. Like, hell yeah, dude. Like, do your thing, even though, might not be super likable to the mainstream. But, yeah, just shout out to him. Shout out to the festival he's in. I forget what it's called. But, yeah.
Okay. And then do you have anything currently going on like in your life?
No. just working my cat. Just working, hanging out with my cat, and getting good sleep.
Okay, all right. And then like, wait, so Are you somebody that gets like holidays off like from your job?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of just like I just work when things come up. I just do it.
Okay, I said so. Right now you've been working like in the meantime,
Yeah, yeah. I've been mostly from home, but yeah, I've been doing stuff.
like for Christmas and like for also like New Year's too.
I don't have family out in California. Like I'm out here by myself. So for Christmas, I got Chinese food. Well, I'm Jewish anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I got Chinese food, and I think I watched a few movies. So it. But no, for New Year's, I hung out with some friends. It was sick, loved it. But kept it low key, But yeah, I'm out here by myself, so I don't really like do much for the holidays ever. Even my birthday, I don't tell anyone it's my birthday.
Wait, so you don't really celebrate your birthday like that?
I love other people's birthdays, but like my birthday is a reminder of my mortality.
So basically like whenever like your birthday comes up, like you feel like down about yourself.
Not really. It's more so just like again, I love everyone else's birthday. I'm on 100 for everyone else's birthdays, but like for my own birthday, I'm just kind of like, like it's funny because like we were talking about like the weather back east, and it there was always like a snowstorm on my birthday, and like so a lot of my birthday parties got like canceled. Like when I was like really little and like having a birthday party was so like I always joke, especially my mom. Like I'll always joke, like, yeah, I'm like traumatized from birthdays. Like no one's gonna show up. It's gonna blizzard. Like
So what
so,
did you do this birthday? Like you didn't do anything? It was just like a chill day.
I went out to. I didn't want. I wasn't like looking for anything to do, but like one of my friends was like, "Oh, like let's go to a bar," and I was like, "Yeah, that beats what I was doing, which was watching movies. Like, cool, let's go out." And it ended up being like really, really fun, and I'm like really glad that I had someone to be like, "Nah, we're going out. Like, it's your birthday. Like, So
Yeah, like you had a hype person.
yeah, I'm like everyone else's hype person except my own. Like,
Yeah.
but I
I like that for you. Like you have like close like friends that like try to like get you like out like even though you don't want to go out.
God, yeah, I'm like so in my own head, and I can be. It's like I said earlier, like I can be so independent to the point where it becomes a problem that like people have to like literally be like, "Nah, we're gonna do something. Like we gotta go do something."
Like
Like,
seriously, go get dressed. Like you're going out today.
and don't put on cargo pants. Put on actual pants, and we're gonna like.
Got you. And like are you somebody that you're like you also like wear dresses too?
I actually So the friend I went out with, and it was cool. It was like casual, it was platonic, it was everything. The friend I went out with was the ex with the cat that I like babysit. Like we're super cool still. Like there's no issues. And he was like, "All right, I know it's your birthday. Like I know your birthday. Like we're like get dressed." And I wore a dress, and he was like, "I've never seen you in a dress before." And I was like, "I don't even like I don't own any. Like I bought this for a different event and just like."
Mhm.
you know but yeah, I lived with that guy for like over a year, and he was still like, "Why is this the first time I've ever seen you like not in like baggy jeans or cargo pants or like leggings?" And I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't thinking like that. Like I don't know."
Your style of choice is like more like cargo pants and like pants wise. Like you're not somebody that likes to wear fancy clothing.
Oh no, I'm the most casual person in the world. I only started shopping in the women's section of like stores like maybe when I was like 21. Like I always wore men's clothes or like boys clothes growing up. Like I'm such a tomboy like that, and I like it's like something I have to like beat out of myself. Like, girl, like men's clothes don't fit you like they used to. Like
Yeah,
they make female clothes for a reason. Like
got you. Yeah, because like wait, so is it like just something like out of nowhere that like you like that you felt like more comfortable wearing like men clothing, or you just like
I like being comfy, and it's like, I mean, like when I was like having like when I was working in office jobs, like obviously I was wearing like women's clothes and stuff like that. But it's like I also feel like men's clothes have so much more versatility as far as like style and like cooler patterns, and then like pants that actually have pockets that are functional. Like so like because I never carry a purse. Like everything I need, my phone, my wallet, it better fucking fit in my pockets or it's not coming with me. Like so yeah, it's like it's just always been more comfortable, and I feel like menswear is like so much more like versatile, like as far as like not being boxed into a certain look. So that's like that was really it. Like there was nothing like traumatizing happened or anything like deeper than just like I like the way I look in like baggy shit better. Like it's just fun.
Okay, I like that for you. Like, so wherever like suits you, wherever like makes you like whole, like as a person.
Like this was like this shirt I'm wearing now. I bought it last night. Like I went to like a random ass store with my friends, and like they had this hanging on the wall, and I was like, it's a men's small, so it fits me like a women's shirt. But yeah, I'm just like, oh, I like how that looks. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll buy that. Like, how much?
Okay, all right. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. We post and share to all social media platforms. Like how we always say, the truth sets you free, and it's a wrap.